All right, we are live. All right, welcome everyone to some chill Shenmue II action. Got some bright and early, at least in my time zone. I'm just gonna get right away started in three, two, one, go. All right. So I like to give the abridged version of Shenmue 2 Speedrun, which is what I'm gonna give you today. So, welcome to Ro's magical teleporting journey through space and time. And the first place he's going to go through in this magical space-time journey is Hong Kong, and someone's going to play All Star by Smash Mouth. Stay and listen to us on because, of course. Welcome, welcome. Sound is super quiet. I can try to turn it up. I don't think I'm getting game sound. I could. Here. I could turn that up. Yeah, just give me one. Would you like me just to restart? I'm right at the beginning. Okay. Yeah, I can just. Here. I'll just restart it and then. Uh, interesting. Oh. Nope. That's supposed to be coming through. There we go. There we go. This will be. Is louder now. Let's see. I'll go to this part. The game is kind of quiet, so. I'm not getting game sound at all. That's really bizarre, because weird. Like, we did it last night, and it was fine, and I didn't change anything from it. That's the bizarre part. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Once I get a heads up, I guess we can get this started. All right. Oh. All right. We will start that again. Welcome everyone to the abridged version of Shenmue 2. Ro's magical journey through space and time. I will be your tour guide on this magical space-time journey, and we are going to go in. Let's see. I just want to get a check runners. All right. Oh, timer. All right. Before I get going, just gotta check with admins mods. Oh, we're not going. Okay. I will go in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So, this is Rio's Magical Space-Time Journey. I will be your tour guide, and we're going to start in all places of Hong Kong. So this takes place right after Shenmue 1. In Shenmue 1, you get on a boat, and that's literally how it ends. And the first thing that starts in this game is someone plays you All Star by Smash Mouth. Traveler, stay and listen to a song. Sometimes he plays dubstep, but sometimes it's Smash Mouth. Can give you a discount, handsome. There we go. So we're gonna buy 2 lighters because I will need them later for the run. Just for some money management stuff. And because Rio is a very good Samaritan, as you will see through this speedrun. He does always the right thing, never any questionable actions. That was a good buy. So dialogue lines are actually random in this game, which is interesting compared to other RPGs. Like, they're set, but you can kind of get just random different dialogue lines in this game. So that's kind of cool. Just one of those small details that you get from playing the game a few times and whatnot. So this map is going to be helpful for us because little known fact is that Ro is actually an avid map collector. He adores maps, but he doesn't like maps too much, so he's only going to get 3 maps. Because, you know, like, 3 maps is a good amount. 4 is when you're getting a little too map intensive. So we're going to go over to the Worker's Pier here, and he's going to check out his map. And he's going to suddenly learn the power of teleportation. So this this is called Map Glitch, and lets us skip past in-game events and triggers and whatnot. That just skips a very small one. Just like a small, like, 10-20 second cutscene it skips. You could use it a lot more later in the run. But yeah, that's like a good demonstration of what it can do. We are going to chill over here. So Rio is pretty excited about learning space-time teleportation. He is having a good day. He's going to go all the way over to here. But then suddenly his backpack gets robbed. So now he's not having a good day anymore. And we get some Bible thumps for Ro. Poor Ro is just feels bad. But it's okay though, because Ro is going to learn another magical technique. And this time he's going to learn the magical kung fu art of turning into a ghost. So we're going to go right away over here. And hello, sir. How do you do? Yep. I'm sorry for Rio, because now he is a ghost. So that is called Scary Ghost Glitch. And it just lets you also bypass some in-game triggers and whatnot. In this case, it lets us bypass the trigger for having to get our bag back. So normally we would be stopped at this bridge, and we would have to go do some in-game events and whatnot, but we can skip it and teleport back into existence at any time. Just like that. We only use it twice during the run. But yeah, it's a cool technique. So now Ro is having a better day after learning to both space-time teleport and turn into a ghost. But he's gonna make some... I don't know how else to describe, but he's gonna think his bag is there when it's not. This cutscene will waste a little bit of time, but it's really funny, so I'm gonna show it. So the game is kind of confused at this point, and it thinks we're gonna have our bag. Because we were supposed to at this point, but the cutscenes kind of don't load it in, so Ro's just gonna walk here, just holding thin air as one does. Press 1 if you just hold on to thin air, I guess. Gotta love this AC/DC. Not you again. We certainly did not get our bag back. There's another funny cutscene with the bag coming up in just a little sec here. So gotta love that 1 second AC/DC. You heard it for 1 second. Yeah! Go sings AC/DC. Just kidding. I'm not singing AC/DC. Alright, and then I'm gonna... Yep, our bag was actually there, so you all just got debated. It was an invisible backpack the whole time. Come on, people. I can't believe you don't know about invisible backpacks. Like, come on. It's the new fad. Apologies for ridiculously loud controller, too. Mashing and stuff. So, like real life, we gotta go make some money. And the best way I can think of to make money is by turning into a ghost. Because that makes complete logical sense and whatnot. So we're gonna go right over here. Look for the South Carmaine Quarter. I love quoting this game, it's so quotable. Gonna make our way downtown, going fast, playing Shenmue. And hello, good sir. How do you do? Aw. That guy's great for doing the trick on because he only just says, huh? And it's really fast. So thank you. Thank you, guy. Not sure what's going on. And that lets us skip having to help that guy there, so we're already being 1 on the Good Samaritan point scale. Point scale, I guess, is now a thing. We're gonna make our way over to here. Boop. There we go. Alright, now we're back into existence. So our next objective... Oh, gotta read through notes and whatnot. There we go. Alright, our next objective is to go to the Yanton apartments. And we're gonna meet the most brilliant man in all of Hong Kong there. Like, I don't think you're all ready for how brilliant this man is. He is truly the greatest philosopher of our generation. He lives none other than Yanton Apartments. It's right over here. These are the Yanton Apartments. Li Xiaotao lives here. So in the story, you're supposed to be looking for a martial artist called Li Xiaotao, because he has connections to the man who killed your father, and you can just connections to connections, and eventually get revenge on the man who killed your father and whatnot. Is pretty much Shenmue in a nutshell. Connections to connections, finding the man who killed your father. Alright, this is the man that is the most brilliant ever. What do you want? So what he's gonna tell us is that he's not gonna tell us about Li Xiaotao until we bribe him. But if you just say no to bribing him, he'll tell you where to go anyway. He just says, it's like, he just says, man, why don't you just go to Manmo or something and ask about Li Xiaotao there? And you just go, oh, thank you very much. Looks like I didn't actually have to give you money. And then you ask, hey, what about the money? And Ryo just says, thank you very much. Because Shenmue, I guess. It's... Dialogue in this game is very ridiculous, and I love it for that. So our next objective is to go to Manmo, China. We are going to, now that we have the queue for going to the temple, we can now activate some more story stuff. So we are going to go right over here. And we're also going to be selling one of our capsule toys. So in Shenmue 1, there's a lot of little, like, just capsule toy dispenser things that you can play with and just get random toys, like a Sonic or Alex Kidd figure, because this is a Sega game. And because this is the Xbox version and not the Dreamcast version, they give you all the capsule toys in this version off the bat. What was supposed to happen is that you're supposed to transfer your Shenmue 1 save file to 2, and then you would kind of keep your capsule toys from that over and whatnot, but you can't do that from Dreamcast to Xbox, so...
Your first time here, right?
It's dangerous to go alone. So this is actually the old man McCabe from The Legend of Zelda. Believe it or not, he is in Shenmue 2.
Check my buying rates on it.
He says, take this. Really makes him the old man. Nothing but, and then always the pawn stores trash talk each other. At least this guy does. He loves to trash talk the other pawn stores. That's like his passion in life. Alright, so now we have enough money to get a map. There we go. We go like that to get the map because that skips a little like cutscene. Rio will just kind of look at the temple doors and just say, "Oh, this is the temple." And it's like, "Yep, we know that's the thing." So I'm just gonna make a quick safety save here, just in case my game just gets kind of janky, because my disc is a little janky, and my Xbox also is too. So I'm just gonna take a few just in case. Only takes a few seconds, so definitely worth it. All right, we just walk in here. That's all you get. That's the cutscene. And also, the reason I'm activating my journal and then exiting out of it is because it lets me interact with objects earlier than usual, for whatever reason. So that's called like journal glitch. We have some, we just call things very simple, just as they are in Shenmue II speedrunning. There's map glitch, journal glitch, and ghost glitch. So, also the journal can make people disappear just like that, which is also interesting. If you ever get pinned down by people, for whatever reason, you can usually just journal them out of existence. So, oh, there's an NPC in my way. There we go. So what happens there at the temple is that Master Tao tells you have to worry about the voodoo, and there's also a mysterious lady there. It tells us that to learn the voodoo, we have to go to a trained martial artist. The voodoo are these martial arts principles that all martial artists, like true virtue, need to know. It's kind of like the getting the stones in the beginning of Legend of Zelda games. That's kind of the equivalent of this right now. And the first stop we are going to make is to the tea shop. I love some tea, so I appreciate it. Nothing like some good tea in the morning. Stand you. There we go. All right. So now we got our first cue. So instead of the 4 voodoo, I like to call these the 4 Twitch emotes. So we got the our first Twitch emote, Dan's Game. You'll see why I call it Dan's Game. This is a little cutscene here. But the voodoo often strayed from the path, were hated by others. So don't stray from the voodoo, people, because they were having tea.
Those people were often killed when they were off guard.
Or sitting in Twitch chat.
While they were having tea. Or sitting at the bar.
Be on guard, people.
Do not move, no matter what.
There you go. You don't do anything for that quick time. Because if you actually press the button there, you'll fail it. So that's Dawn is about being brave and staying calm.
But you've got guts. The razor's motion was sharp, but I did not feel any minutes. Be brave.
Boom,
Stay
boom.
calm.
Dawn.
To make
There
the
we go.
right decision.
Rose gonna get up,
One of the
and then
Don.
stay calm. Right.
Don. Be brave. Stay calm in order to judge correctly.
Alright, just check that.
There will be a master
Venue
of
barber
martial
shop. Alright. So our next Twitch emote that we are going to get is just right over here. There we go. This Twitch emote is punch trees, because Ro is a very good Samaritan, and he decides that beating up the environment is a good idea, because he just doesn't really like that tree. It looked at him funny and he's not a fan, so we're gonna go over here. And down these stairs. Also, if you listen to this song, it's funny. My friend pointed this out to me a few days ago. That the beat to that song is also the same beat as in Down with the Sickness. So the song in Shenmue 2, it's kind of like a slower version of it, like the bada da 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 bada da 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 bada da da bada da 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 bada da 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 ooh ah ah ah. I don't know the full like name of that song. Oh wait, it is Down with the Sickness. That is the song. Yes, there you go. Now you can't unhear that being Down with the Sickness. Every time I go through there, I just now hear ooh ah, 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 no, 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 every time, and it's pretty funny. Alright, so now we decide to beat up an old man because we're now 2 on the Good Samaritan points. But Ro's not having super good aim. So he decides to take it out on the tree. And this is a pretty major source of RNG in this run. So these yellow bars are pretty random. They go up and will stop at random points. So sometimes I might be getting like a different power level each time. I do like the fighting game aspects of this game though, because originally in development this game was supposed to be Virtua Fighter RPG, but then it got changed to its own thing. So oh, there we go. So yeah, it still has influences. Like Rail very much so looks like Akira.
I've got the hang of it.
And then there's also a lot of combat kind of influenced by it.
Watch out for the timing.
Oh, I'm not sure why that's being a little weird. There we go.
Watch out for the timing.
So if you want to read something quick, feel free to do so. And then just let me know in the runner's channel whenever you're done reading. I'll just be quiet here to let you read some stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hello there, out there in Chatland. I'm Neon Tiger, and welcome to, of course, RPGs We Love 2, which is a marathon that's running this week to showcase various beloved RPG speedruns by many awesome people, including Gooby right here with his Shenmue 2 NG Any Percent Plus run. The money we raise is going to go toward paying for the Valkyries to attend RPG Limit Break in May. So I believe we have 2 of them are going to be running. Let me see here if I can remember which game it is. Soulfire and Sparko are going to be doing Dragon Warrior Randomizer RPG Limit Break, so that's going to be excellent. But yeah, everything that we raise for the stream is going toward covering all of their fees for like hotel, airfare, incidentals, all of that stuff to get them out to RPG Limit Break. So thank you again, everyone, for your support. Much appreciated.
How's this?
And we do actually have one very quick incentive for this. At the end of this game, we're going to be doing the duck racing minigame, and we want to know which duck do we bet on. So right now, we've got 6 options: white, black, red, blue, yellow, and green ribbon ducks. Black ribbon duck's in the lead right now at $50. Red ribbon's second place with 5. So if you want to get, if you want to see that blue ribbon, that yellow ribbon duck, that white ribbon duck, gotta get your donations in.
All done. All right, awesome. There we go. So now we are talking to the third master of Twitch emotes. But before we can get our third Twitch emote, we have to go bring back his disciple to him, because for this Twitch emote, in the martial arts, like showing off and doing street performing is not a thing you're supposed to do if you're a martial artist of true virtue. So one of his disciples went and started street performing instead of just training and honing his craft. So we gotta bring them a letter of apology and whatnot. And he is performing in the shopping mall right over here in the Golden Quarter. Gotta love the jams here. Ba-da-ba-bum. It's funny going in this place. One of the runners of this game, A1 Major, he says when coming through here, he's like, yeah, this area makes me hungry because I always think of Chinese food. Like, there's restaurants, whatnot. Just, I don't know, it's just funny. Like the cafes over there. All right, so now we're in the shopping mall. We look around, and then there is the street performer. Because we're great environmentalists at a Good Samaritan number 0.3, we got to beat up this rock because that rock looked at us funny. And, you know, I don't take a disrespect like that, rock. I'm not about that. Get wrecked. And some smooth jazz to play just to wreck him more. That rock had it coming. Like, he was just... he was asking for it. Press 1 if you agree. Alright. So, we now have the letter, and we gotta go return it to the martial artist teacher. And he is just down backtracking for a little moment. After this, we make progress to get our 4th voodoo, but we'll have to continue it tomorrow morning. Alright, so we go. So, yep, just kind of chilling for a moment. Almost there. It's funny, whenever going in the staircase, that kid always gets in the way. The kid's always right in the middle whenever you're here. It's just like, oh, it's just funny. The NPCs in Shenmue are really interesting. They all have their own, like, unique life. Like, in times they'll be out in places and at other places and whatnot. It's pretty interesting. Like, the more you play Shenmue, the more interesting I find it gets. And so, now this martial artist tells us to go meet up with Jiminy Cricket in the South Carmaine Quarter, because little known fact, this is actually a Kingdom Hearts speedrun, and we get Disney characters in it now. If you're wondering why I'm calling one of the characters Jiminy Cricket, it's because he just sounds like it. Like, I'm gonna skip through most of his dialogue, but like, if you listen to a lot of it, I think he sounds like Jiminy Cricket, which is pretty funny. So we're gonna make our way right over here. So this guy can tell you about all the voodoos, I believe. And he's just in like a nice spot for it to get our last voodoo. Or well, the first part of our voodoo. Oh, sure, I'm Jiminy Cricket. So I'll meet up with Donald and Goofy. That's my Jiminy Cricket impression. It's not good. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not doing it again. Alright, so right over here is where we're supposed to go. Just this way. And so Jiminy Cricket tells us to go celebrate National Elbow Day. Because why not celebrate elbows? If we can... Fortunately, these guys seem to be really allergic to elbows. There we go. As we know, some people are pretty allergic to elbows sometimes, so we can't always be elbowing them on Elbow Day, but, you know, we try to get, like, almost the elbow in. And, yeah, they're being not cooperative today. There we go. So the reason why I do elbows a lot there is it's the strongest move in the game. Uh, so you use that a lot. It's weird to do sometimes because the camera angle in Shenmue is always changing, and you got to do forward. Oh, that was weird. You got to do forward punch for the command, but sometimes forward could be like diagonal down punch, and sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate with you doing it. So that time it was not super cooperative, which is okay. It happens. All right, so now we've had a long day of celebrating elbows, and we are going to go take a rest. First, I'm just going to check I have a thing. Yep. And you know what? I'm going to just make a quick save, just for safety and whatnot, in case I were to need it. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Alright, so we are here on good time. We just want to be here before 8 is the important thing. We're here at 7:56, which is nice. Means movement is okay. Yep, got that. Can check a few stuff, take extra safety and whatnot. And we just have to wait here for like a second or two for the in-game time to get to 8 p.m. and then we can save and sleep for the night. So I'm gonna sleep. And then we are going to do, we are going to skip going to our job today. Because what happens in the story here is that Joy sets you up with a job. But we're Good Samaritan point number 4, and decide skipping it is perfectly fine. I'm sure people have done work skip in real life, so you too can speedrun Shenmue 2 already. There we go. Clip through just like that, and then just like that. So there you go. I'm sure that's exactly how you work skipped in real life too. This is a thing that'll waste a little bit of time, but it's really funny, so I want to show it. There we go. So if you talk to Joy after doing this, this will happen. She just starts doing jumping jacks. We call this jumping for Joy. For whatever reason, what I believe happens here is that there's ducks in this game, and Joy's models get replaced, or like her animations get replaced for duck animations for reason. Shenmue is bizarre, and the more you play it, the more you just learn to accept all the bizarreness of this game. So yeah, that's a thing that happens. Don't ask me why it happens. I'm sure someone like Audisic or A1 Major or Vinny 460 would know about that, but I don't. Oh, there we go. There's a bit of the sun is now coming through on my my windows. Don't worry, there'll be a quick cutscene here. I'll be able to close those blinds in a moment. Gotta go the classic nerd route, closing all the blinds and whatnot. So we're gonna take 3 lefts over here. One, two, three. Yeah, this glare is this glare is to the point where it's pretty hard to see. I will manage though. It's like more than half of the screen is, well, no, like about half of the screen is covered. We'll just pretend it's blindfolded, but not actually. Let's go see if I can close this. Oh, okay. There we go. We're gonna make our way over to here. And I'm gonna take a quick safety save just before doing this. because if I were not to get this skip, then game would kind of lock me out, so I do not want that. And I got to just map glitch a little bit up here to skip a monk trigger, which I believe I have skipped. Yes, I have. And we are now into the temple early. Now we have an unskippable cutscene for a moment. So I can close my blinds. That is so much better.
Excuse me.
Truly, this is a speedrun about closing your blinds and nothing else.
Am I the only one cleaning away?
Okay, there we go. You can't be here during this hour. The funny thing about that is that you actually can't be there during that hour. All right.
I'm here to see Master Mo.
I need to ask something.
If you're here to pray, come back later.
And then Rio's just here, just
I need to ask
service.
Well,
That's a pretty big meme in Shenmue speedrunning. Cleaning away the soot here.
service.
And we are going to say yes to cleaning away the soot and get our last Twitch emote, PogChamp. So which PogChamp is right over here. There we go. And yeah, it's called Yeet, as I like to call it, because it's called Yee. Yeet.
This is
Let's see, let me get my notes up here.
do the right thing.
Yep, alright. So now that Rio knows all about the voodoo and the martial arts, he's going to learn the true final voodoo, which is how to get a girlfriend. But he is not going to be too successful at this one. He just keeps trying, to hug Shuing here, but it's not working. So this is actually the fastest way to do this fight. Like, for whatever reason. And so what's revealed in the story at this point, this is the mysterious lady from earlier before we learned the voodoo. And she is actually Master Li Xiao Tao. And Rio being a good Samaritan point number 5, Shuing asks him to fight her, and he's like, I'm not gonna fight a girl, and he's like, oh boy, Rio. It's like, just don't. So yeah, Rio, good Samaritan. So yeah, but we now get to go to Shuing's apartments in the Danyuan apartments, but first we have to wait for her to get there. And so now we are just going to do a bit of item selling. And we're going to sell all our capsule toys. So unfortunately, we get to have no capsule toys. Feels bad. Gotta use all of them to pay for a way to get the Kowloon later in this game.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to 2 shops. I'll have like a minute of just doing this, so if you'd like to read some quick donation stuff, just let me know whenever you're done reading stuff in the Runners channel.
Well, for those still wondering, taking a look here, still got $50 for the Black Ribbon Duck as our duck to bet on. Also, we have coming up for the next game after this, Final Fantasy IV Unprecedented Crisis, we've got incentives for naming Cecil, Kane, and How Do We Kill Zeroma. So right now, keep in mind that for names, all names are 6 characters long. So Ultros currently in the lead, $10, Edward $4. For Kane, Backstab $5 and Edward $4. And we don't have any incentive bids yet for How to Kill Zero Mus, either with the Dragoon Spear or the Rune Axe. So if you want to get those in, now would be a good time to maybe lay that first one in there, and we'll see if we can get a little bit of a bid war going on that one.
All set. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So this is the point where we sell those lighters we get at the beginning. 1, 2. Because we get our money stolen at the beginning of the game, so this this ensures that we have enough money for later. There we go.
No.
Because we'll need 500. Also, that shopkeeper is funny because he has like a Texas accent, even though it's Hong Kong. And it's also, if you zoom in on him, the game will crash. Like it's a guarantee will crash for whatever reason. Like I don't know why. Like for everyone's games, it crashes. It's weird. Alright, so we're gonna save here because this game was originally 4 discs and we are going to be transferring to another disc. But an Xbox version, it's only 1 disc, so the theory, sometimes it might crash when swapping discs, and the theory, saving can help it crash less. The theory on that is that it like helps internal memory and whatnot, like kind of align in the correct way. There we go. Clearly walking towards shoeing. There we go. And we go to her apartment and we sleep on the couch there. Let's see. So now that we are at this point in the game, we get to play Clumsy Book Simulator. Because first, this was a Kingdom Hearts speedrun. But now this is Book Simulator 2019. Little known fact. And you'll see why. Like, I'm sure you're confused, but don't worry. There we go. So we're gonna pick up books. And then these priceless martial arts books. And we're gonna run and drop them. He's like very ancient old text. Because it's the fastest way to do it. So point number 6 on Ro being a good Samaritan.
That's the way to go.
And yeah, it wastes like 30 minutes on the in-game in-game timer to do it. So which is why we do it. And we do it in a specific way to get as many QuickTime fails as possible. Because you'll see like every time I do it, it speeds up. Oh yeah, not by 30 minutes, but by like a little bit.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, it speeds up that just a little bit. It saves like 30 seconds in total by doing this, compared to just like waiting around and doing other stuff. So I hope you enjoyed destroying priceless books, because
That's the way to go.
Rio is doing quite a good job at that. Don't ever destroy priceless books, just as a PSA. Like, books are good for you. That's the way to go. I love how he like
That's the way to go.
is like, good job, after we like clearly destroyed them. There's mud everywhere on them. And no future generations were ever able to learn martial arts again.
The next pile, please.
Alright, we are almost done with book service. This is the only time we'll be able to do this. There's another time we'll skip out on book service. Alright, so now loading. Alright, so next up, we are going to do a little clip here. So we're gonna make our way downtown going fast. Our next cue to get here is about a martial arts book called The Wu and Shu. And in order to learn about the Wuenshu, we talk to no other than random shop lady. Just chilling out here because, sure, why not? Shenmue. Anything is fair game in Shenmue.
Well, you know a per-
He found
Do you know any?
he published
Where's?
it's
Okay.
Alright, so we got info about Wuenshu. We're gonna make our way downtown going fast. Despawn some people because journals can do that. Alright. And I'm just checking if I have my map out, which I do. And it could take a few tries to get this sometimes. Sometimes the trick doesn't like to work out. Yep, sometimes it's just a troll. Which is okay. There we go, we're in there. There we go. That's one of the harder tricks in the game to get the library clip right there. You have to get it right as Ryo puts his foot down, like on that staircase. It's like some people think it's a frame perfect one. I don't know if it is, but it's a 30 FPS game also. Alright, there we go. Now we gotta collect leaves here because it is a game about martial arts and whatnot. We gotta have some sort of calming your mind, zen aspect to it. Like mindful stuff, which I really appreciate the calm, mindful stuff in this game. Very relaxing, very nice for a morning run like this, I think.
I can catch just one more.
There we go, and we got our 4 leaves. This is actually part of how you get the duck, too. I have a save already for that, though, so there's a lot of other stuff you'd have to do to get the duck. It's, like, ridiculously complicated to get the duck. Like, you gotta talk to certain, like, very specific people and get some very specific items. Gotta beat certain people in, like, martial arts arena and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. So from that tree we got a mysterious paper, and I go this way. I mix that up sometimes. Supposed to go to the left. Ooh, banana, banana. Oh, I can't sing metal. I'm not. I'm not at all a metal singer. All right, so we got a mysterious paper, and whenever I get a mysterious paper, I go to the antique shop to learn more about it. Because reason, Shenmue, I guess. Come on in. And so yeah, the shopkeeper knows about it. Heard it from Guishan. Yep, so now we got the cue to go to Guishan about this mysterious paper. Get to listen to some more down sickness. It's so funny that that's the same beat as it. Just one of those funny coincidences. And Guishan is right over here. You meet her a few times before this in all the required story elements. You meet her. She first yells at you, thinking you're a land shark, when we're meeting the brilliant Hong Kong man. Then you save her from some thugs when you're about to get the 4th voodoo. And then there's also optional story elements if you like. You could beat up some extra people, learn some martial arts from her and whatnot, because she's pretty strong martial artist. There we go. I'm gonna make a safety save here because there's a trick that could soft lock me out if I don't get it quite right. So,
These are the Yanten of
and this is the only part I could save for it. I can't save like right before it. So, I just make it a bit early just to make sure I do it. Knock knock, who's there? It's Goob. Move in the left cup. Yep, now we move top cups because that's Rio's hobby, little known fact. And he likes to arrange cups in different shapes so much that he does it for about 10 hours and decides to go to bed. So that's actually a Chawan sign. And the Chawan sign is a code used by martial artists to talk with one another. So we're going to use that in just a little bit here. But it is also Rio's hobby, of course. I don't understand why just arranging cups in different shapes wouldn't be your hobby too. Alright, so if we were doing this regularly, we would be doing book service here. But we get to do job skip number 2 because we're a good Samaritan, point number 7. And we go over here. And I gotta do this map glitch in a specific way. Otherwise, I will get locked out here. There we go. Interesting. I'm in kind of a weird spot for it. There we go. Yep, so if I did that a little too... If I let go of the map glitch there a little too early, the monk would have just kept saying to come back, and we would have just had to restart. There's no way of getting out of it. Like, every time you would move, he would just keep saying it. But yeah, that lets us skip book service. And so now, because we skipped book service for today, be a good Samaritan yet again, we are going to go down and go to the diner. And also, there's no NPCs, or well, very few NPCs at this time of day because the game assumes you're working at this point, so it just doesn't load any of them. Also, Lucky Charm quarter. I wish there was a Reese's Puffs and like an Oreos and a Cheerios quarter, but we just can't have nice things apparently. So we're gonna go to the Dojang Diner, and which is right over here. We're gonna go. We need to go to this specific diner to meet up with a cohort of Yandazu, who has connections to the man who killed our father. He knows some info about it and whatnot. And we get to do our favorite hobby, pushing cups here. Look, I can push cups around all day.
Looks like I can make the sign here.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, I'll start.
Start moving the left cup, move it to the top, second cup. Make a check mark. That's how I just always remember it, is just make a check mark. And then you wait, and then you're given a mysterious note to come back at 8 p.m. But Rio likes pushing cups around so much that he decides to just wait like 11 hours or so, like 10, 11 hours, and just
I'll wait till 8
just
o'clock.
push cups and wait there. Just look at that timer go. That's Rio can't get enough of that. Those table cups. And so then you're given a cutscene, and the guy gives you a little bit of info about Yandazu and whatnot. But some thugs take him away, and so we got to celebrate National Elbow Day with them. And we gotta save this table. Table is of extreme utmost importance. Table saved! No, table! I'm sorry for if there's mic clips. I'm so disappointed, table. Oh my, that feels so bad. That breaks my heart. The table is just a meme. You just try to not knock it over because it's just funny. Oh, that breaks my heart. And so now I'm feeling mad about the table, so I gotta go beat up all these people about it. So yeah, this is a series of quick times. I gotta just read through my notes for this. Also, get your watermelon emojis out right now. But yeah, after this watermelon hits me, feel free to just read some stuff for a little bit. And just let me know whenever you're good.
Damn. Don't you mess with us, you punk! Die! Take this!
Always really interesting seeing someone throw a watermelon to try and kill somebody, but yeah, video games. Anyways, still looking for a couple any donations here toward the How Do We Kill Zero Must for Final Fantasy IV. Either with the Dragon Spear or the Rune Axe, both at $0 right now. Looking to see who wants to open up that bid war. And of course, remember too that this is RPGs We Love 2. Our marathon running February 17th to the 23rd, so all of this week, to showcase a whole bunch of our beloved RPG speedruns by many awesome people, including Gooby here. And all the money we're raising will go toward paying for the Valkyries to attend RPG Limit Break in May, so that we can get an awesome Dragon Warrior randomizer run. So, very much looking forward to that.
All right, awesome timing on that. Like, absolutely perfect timing. So we are going to go here and do actual barrier skip. Don't let these Wind Waker runners tell you otherwise. This is the real barrier skip, which is this construction barrier. Like, these Wind Waker runners think they do real barrier skip, but nothing is as true a big barrier as this construction barrier. We're going to go right there, and there we go. Just magically teleport. And that lets us listen to more Down with the Sickness, for one. And, there we go, yep. Just getting my notes up there. And now, we head over to do some gambling, because Good Samaritan point number 9, we skip our work to go gamble. But I guess we did some Good Samaritan stuff there. We did save a man. He was probably going to be killed otherwise. So Ro does some good things every now and then, I suppose. I guess. Alright, so we're gonna go and take a little shortcut through here. So, if you're ever playing just Shenmue casually, want a shortcut to get to the South Carmane quarter, to the Green Market quarter, you can just go into this little crevice and go in this little back alley. Gets you right there. Yep, and we are just heading at the beginning. Because that's where the gambling is located. We're gonna hug this on the left side because sometimes a cutscene plays there if you're too far on the right side for whatever reason. Like, what'll happen is the martial artist there, the guy who gave us one of the 4 Twitch emotes, he'll just be like, or one of his disciples will come in and be like, please train. And then Rose says, I think I will, but in our speedrunning hearts, we know we're never gonna go there. So it's funny. Our speedrunning hearts. Alright, so I would like to make an apology to the bridge here. We scared him earlier by becoming a ghost, and that's not cool to go and scare bridges. I'm sorry, bridge. Let's be friends. I'm not gonna scare you again. There we go. We're good friends now. Can I get some heart emojis for apologizing to the bridge? So many great stuff like that in this game. I love it. So in case you're wondering what those stands are over there, those are for a game called Lucky Hit. It's pretty much just pachinko, but they're all around in this game. You can get a job in this game playing it if you like. Lots of different ways to earn money in this game. Lots of different ways to play this game that make it pretty interesting. Also, sailors here. This is the meme. This is where the sailors are in Shenmue 2, not just in Shenmue 1.
I see. Would you
Also, look, we found Beverly Hills. I want to go live the lifestyle of the rich and the famous. Let's go. Oh, but
Beverly
I'm
Hills Wharf. Ren is here.
okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go get lost now. We're not cool enough to go to Beverly Hills. Whenever I decide to get lost, I decide to go to the gift shop owner. Thanks, gift shop owner. I feel better now.
Yeah. I went to. We can't.
So what actually happens there is the gift shop owner gives us a cue on what we're supposed to do next to get into Beverly Hills. Because Beverly Hills is where Ren is. He's gonna bring us to Kowloon, the second area of the game. So yeah, we gotta go all the way over here to gamble first. Just in the harbor, because it's not a Shenmue game without a harbor. Shenmue 1, you worked a job at a harbor, and in this game you also work at a harbor, so I don't know, there's just a theme with that. Yeah, this point in the run is a little unfortunate though, because your whole run is pretty much determined on a coin flip. Like, not even joking. Oh, also, chat, big or small? Just, what do I bet? I gotta pull up. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Come on, computer. Oh, there we go. I see watermelons. There we go, very nice. Big? Alright, we're going big. I'm gonna do a double safety save, just to be sure. What a one game. Mix them, big or small. Hey boy, how do we game? That's the spirit. How much are you betting? Go for it. Small? That's the first time I've heard someone bet small. Oh no, now we need someone to even this about. Oh boy, I don't know what to do. Oh boy. I gotta, I'll do big then, since it was first. Go for it! We did not get big. Okay, so unfortunately, this run will be invalid, but in the interest of time, dang it. Oh, there was small. Could have bet small. Medium. I wish there was a medium, but just you win it every time. So in the interest of time and not losing that minigame anymore, I have a save that just has me winning the minigame. So just imagine I rolled like 4, 5, 6 or something. And my save is right here. And the guy was like, wow, you won the game. And then he pays us out some money. That minigame's odds is a 50-50, but it doesn't feel like it. It's a 50-50, but isn't a 50-50. Yep, so now we have 536 Hong Kong dollars. We got a hot one. We got a hot one. That guy in the background says that. He's hilarious. Alright. So we are going to go over now. Yep, in my save, I believe I talked to the man, but if I didn't, I'll just run back quick and talk to him. I gotta get a queue for this warehouse number 8. Yep, okay. So it's 7 o'clock. Alright.
It's here.
Let's do, let me update notes right here. Okay, there we go. So the guy there who we're gambling with, he shows us some friends that we can celebrate National Elbow Day with. So we're gonna go do that. And at this point, it's pretty much National Elbow Week. Ooh, these guys are super allergic to elbows. That guy, like, spun out of control from being so allergic to an elbow. That's some heavy, heavy elbow allergies. That fight went pretty fast, actually. That was a pretty good fight. Alright, so those guys, we celebrated elbows pretty hardcore with them. And so they're gonna show us some more friends to celebrate National Elbow Day with. But you know, after so many elbows celebrated, Ro needs a break. And so he's like, you know what, I'm not wanting to celebrate I'm not allergic to elbows. Stop. I just don't want to elbow. So this is a fight you can't win. So it's just 30 seconds of chilling. If you'd like to do like a short donation, quick, you can go for it now. Just as always, give me a heads up in the runner's channel about anything. See, I don't see Nihon talk. Oh. Okay, all good. No donation at the moment. Okay, sounds good. Well, we get beat up, but we are sent to Beverly Hills now, so we do get to live the lifestyle of the rich and the famous, as Rio wanted all along. And, he wants to show off to these Beverly Hills guys, because, you know, he's a new guy in town, and he wants to, like, show some cool stuff and make some friends and whatnot, so we're gonna get off these docks and whatnot. You know, this isn't how I remember Beverly Hills looking, but you know, maybe it's just a little different than what the pictures show. You know, that's okay. That's okay. We're all right. This is fine. So right up here, we are going to. You know what? I'll do a safety save just in case something would happen, just with the game disc or something or whatnot. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to do a map glitch. Going to do a map glitch. Going to do a map glitch. I swear I'm going to do a map glitch. There we go. All right. Sometimes map glitch is janky. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go over here, and right about here, we're going to turn around, and I gotta get to a specific position. This will help us clip into Ren's hideout. So right about here-ish, I'm gonna turn. And we get to hear the strongest part in the soundtrack clearly. This song, which I believe is supposed to be a Biggie parody. Well, not parody, but like stylistically like Biggie. There we go. We clipped in there. Yeah, so now we get to visit Ren, who is he's a really nice guy. Some say he's a thug and, you know, is really dangerous and is like a wanted criminal. But, you know, in my heart of hearts, I think he's just misunderstood and a good guy. So this also has the best quote for marathons. I think it's hilarious. So, right, what Ren says right up here. I hope you are. Please donate. Help some friends get to RPG Limit Break. Any extras get sent to Nami. Really fantastic organization benefiting mental health. And we fail the cutscene, and then Ren decides to slash her face, kick us in the stomach, and has other people beat us up. And then he just says, like, don't mess with me. So yeah, Ren is swell, nice guy. Yeah, Ren made a donation of 500 Hong Kong dollars. You don't need to make that much of a donation, because I understand that's a lot. But it does help give some people a good week. Always feels good. Know someone is having a good time. Alright, we are going to go right over here, because, you know, Ro isn't feeling the lifestyle of the rich and famous anymore. He's look, I'm not about getting beat up anymore and slashed in the face. So I'm just gonna say goodbye to these people, and I'm just gonna leave. And he also wants to know where Ren is. Because Real wants to play the world's greatest game of tag, and the only person who can play the world's greatest game of tag with him is not being able to elbow, apparently. Wow, this is really jank. There we go. These guys are being super not friendly to me today. Dang. Okay, that happens sometimes. That's okay, I know how to deal with it. That was just super bad RNG. That's like the absolute worst it could have been. Like, it's really rare for that to happen. So, unfortunate, but there is backups. You just have to find another group of punks. Yeah, I think that's only the second time ever in, like, a year of running this game that's happened to me. So, let's figure this out. Yeah, we go right there, and so we beat up these guys.
I'm at. You bet.
Wow, there we go. There we go. I just cannot. There we go. Holy crap. That was super bad RNG. Like, I just really bad RNG because they were all like gaining up on me at the same time. So like it was hard to get a move out. Like, they were hitting me in a way where I'd be like in hit stun still, and then it was a thing where I'd do the command right and then it wouldn't come out because the camera angle is being jank. Yeah, that was something.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not.
We're still able to keep it all good and going, though. It's not super huge of a deal. It loses us, like... there we go. Like 20 seconds or so, unfortunately, but we will live. So there we go. Leaving the lifestyle of the rich and the famous. And getting my notes. All right. So whenever I want to play the world's greatest game of tag, I go to this fountain in Pigeon Park because there's a lot of pigeons here. And look, there's Ren. Oh, there he is. Ren, I'm gonna catch you. Don't think you could escape from me. I'm 3-time world champion in tag. Don't think you can escape me. Gotta Google it. Ryo Hazuki, 3-time tag world champion. Don't Google it, you won't find anything about it. It's it's not a thing. So we keep playing our game of tag. Come on, Ren. I'm a determined tag player. You can't escape from me. You hop fences, I hop fences too. I see you're dedicated to this tag game. Wait. Hey, Red, maybe this isn't a good idea to be here. You know, maybe this looks a little dangerous. Okay, Red, whoa. Red, hey, man. That's a little extreme. Red, baby, let's talk this out. Red, you don't need to throw things at me. Come on, we're playing tag, dude. Let's just hang out. Let's just have a good time. I want to just have some fun with you, dude. Okay, Red, this is too much. My life is in danger now. Like, Red, you can't just, like, do this to me. Oh, is right, left, right, or left, right, right? Or left, right, left for, if you're ever doing those balance boards, playing this game casually. Red, okay, come on, dude. Like, come on, man, you gotta get off of there. We're worried about you.
Take a look.
He gets to show off his abs too. There we go. And he just falls onto the car there, and then him and Ro have just like a little bromance moment, and they're now friends. Ro forgives him from earlier. There we go. And so now we're about to leave our first area of the game, Hong Kong. And so now look, it's sunny in Beverly Hills, so that's nice. We're gonna go to Manmo Temple. We're not actually gonna say goodbye to many people because Good Samaritan point number 9, apparently. And I am going to save by the temple because this is going to be another disk swap. And so when I save, internal memory will be good and whatnot. And makes it less likely to crash. So we're going to go over here. There we go. And so Ryo, at this point, has learned about 4 woodoos and the final woodoo of getting a girlfriend, but there is still 1 woodoo for him to learn. And Shuing is going to teach him the woodoo of becoming a pro Smash Brothers player. And he's going to learn how to wave dash. And so far, I think he's getting the hang of wave dashing pretty well. I think he's doing pretty good. Just gotta stick some L cancels in there, you know, it's good. Oh, they missed 2, but that's okay. So, but you can't speed up this fight, but if you hold run and dodge, you just do this. For whatever reason. Because Shenmue. You gotta stick on those, you gotta work on those L cancels, Real. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's the classic Smasher thing to say.
Good. The weight shift looks fine.
So some people complain about Stuig's voice actor, but monotone voices are just like strength in Asian countries, I believe. And we're going to... Man, that monk just got R-E-K-T. Wrecked. That's your foreign language lesson for today. That says wrecked, clearly. So we just got a little cutscene right up here. So if you want to spend like a minute or 2 just reading donations, feel free to. Just let me know, as always, in the runners channel.
You must not fall into an evil path. Martial arts are used to keep people alive. Don't forget that. Now go on.
So, while we're waiting here for this cutscene, just a reminder again. At the end of the run here, Gooby's going to be playing that duck racing minigame, and we need to figure out which duck we're going to bet on. Duck number 2, still maintaining that lead, $50 for the Black Ribbon Duck. Red Ribbon Duck in second place with $5, and unfortunately, nobody else has $1 on the duck. So if you want to get the Red Ribbon Duck up there, we need about $46 to put it in the first place, and we need 51 to put any of the other ducks in the first place. Or, you know, if you really want to see that Black Ribbon Duck, you can put that dollar or 2 or 5 or 10, 25, whatever donation amount you want to make toward that Black Ribbon Duck, just to make it that much harder for any of the other ducks to jump into the lead.
All set. All right. Awesome. Welcome to our next area of the game. Kowloon. This is a really interesting city. There's like, it's called the famed walled city of China. It's a super heavily industrialized, and it's very like, there's a lot of intricate pathways through it. Like several floors up above the ground in buildings, there'll be like just makeshift like wooden planks and whatnot to get to other buildings and stuff. It's like it's interesting. Definitely, you can go look up a lot about it if you're interested. The other thing about it is that it's also known for drug trafficking. There was a lot of problems with like mafias and whatnot there around this time, and so that's going to be referenced in this game because we do beat up like a mafia boss in this area. Yeah, it takes a mafia boss to know where to find a mafia boss, so we have Ren. He's going to help us find a way there. A little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. We gotta wait for him to get to a certain point before we can move on here, because otherwise we'll go back to the beginning section. Like, of him walking. Just like, what are you doing? Running so far ahead of me and stuff, so... Like, get back here and stuff like that. Just all sorts of Ren things to say. And so we are going to go into the Great View building here to visit Jan's Dank Herb Shop. Because that's what it's called. It's just Jan's Herb Shop.
This is the Great View building.
Jan's herb shop is in this building.
Oh,
Let's go.
I did not want to buy a map right now. That was weird. Haven't had that happen before.
Maybe later.
I said the thing. Alright, there we go. There we go. Running upstairs is actually really strange in Shenmue. You have to get on the sides of it to run up them, not in the middle, for whatever reason. Even if you're holding run. And we came all this way here to ring a bell. Because Saved by the Bell is actually Rio's favorite TV show. And he saw a bell and was like, hey, there's a bell there, Saved by the Bell. Ding! And then he leaves. So what actually happens is that Jan comes out and he gives us some info about Mafia things. But then he's also a double agent and reports us to the Mafia, so they're on the lookout for us now. Ren and Rio get pretty ticked off at him later and will beat him up, but we skip that section, so he just kind of doesn't get beat up, I guess. In New Game Plus any %. A map. So because Ro is an avid map collector, boop, he is going to collect this map.
1,000 white quarter.
But as always, he's a scarce map collector. He always collects certain maps. Alright, let me just go through here. We're just kind of navigating through this section. This is going to be the glitchiest section of the game. We get to use map glitch a lot here, because we're going to be skipping almost this entire area of the game through a series of glitches. Of which start right here. So the first one, I'm going to clip onto a staircase, and then I'm going to fall through the floor. Then the other one, I'm going to magically teleport stairs. So we're going to go over here. Ah, dang, I did a little too early. I had to go a little bit later. That's okay. Happens. Alright. Let's try that again. Alright, so we go over here. There we go. That's more than enough. Oh, dang it! I went too far that time. Dang, usually this one does not give me trouble. That's okay, though. First for everything. Happens. And if it's being a lot of trouble, I have a safety save just to get to the end of the very glitchy section if I need to do it. Sometimes it just doesn't like to work out. Shenmue is very bizarre. Ah, jeez. It's being mean today. This game is being mean to me today. Yep, this is being a mean day to Gooby. Wow. Not sure why that isn't activating. Map glitch sometimes like just does not want to activate. Dang, for real? Come on. Come on. Like, I would get this, like... Dang, I get this, like, first try usually here. There we go. There we go. Alright. We fall through the staircase. Oh my god. Dang, happens. Yeah, the game is just majorly trolling me. Which happens. Dang, Ryo's not supposed to be putting his foot down again. Yeah. He is. For not a good reason. Come on. Come on. Dang it. Yeah, this was not being a problem in practice. Dang. Why is that not working? That is being really weird. Yeah, that... Okay. I'm debating whether I just want to skip the glitchy section or not. Dang. Why is that not... Yeah, it's just not activating? What the crap? Yeah, I don't... This usually is not a problem. Yeah, this is usually never a problem. I don't understand. Yeah, if I don't get it in, like, 3 more tries, I think I'll just skip. Because, like, I want to show it. Like, if I could maybe even show it after if there's enough time. There we go. Holy crap. That is, like, super trolly. Alright, so now we're going to carefully watch the floor number on the bottom left. There we go, magic. Oh yeah, talk about marathon luck. Holy crap. Happens though. So we want to get past that red door that I zoomed in on briefly. So to do that, we gotta get trolled repeatedly by map glitch. I don't understand why that's being such a troll to me today. So this was like no problem in practice runs all week. Man, come on. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna need to come back to it at some point or something, because, yeah, I don't... Yeah, that is being super weird. Yeah, okay. One more. I want to get one more because I want to show this one. Okay. Just in the interest of time, I'm just gonna go. I believe I have a save right there. Yep, on 2. I'm just gonna load into that one quick. Yeah, that's super weird. Like, usually is not a problem, and it's just not working out for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't quite understand what was happening there. Would it be C or F? I think it would actually be F. Let me check this save. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That did work out, and it's just super, super, super bizarre. Yep, there we go. This is where I need to be. So, if time allows, I'll try to show them off after. Let me check that stuff. Yep. But yeah, sorry about that. I just, like, was just not having it happen for whatever reason.
Up here.
But yeah, that's the first time that's ever been, like, a problem for me. So that's weird. Which is unfortunate. It's marathon luck, but, you know, you deal with it. So just pretend I, like, clip through the floor on some parts and clip through some staircases and whatnot. That's why I have a backup safety save for that part, because this game can be tough and brutal at times. So we gotta fight the Mafia boss I alluded to earlier, and do our ultimate Elbow Day celebration. And he is RNG too, so hopefully he's going to be nice to us.
This isn't happening. Show some courage. Watch out! Hey! No! Dodge! Go!
Alright, and I just gotta focus on this fight for a little bit. Give me one sec here. We're almost done with this part. Then there'll be some quick time events that Shenmue is known for. I also like to call that Twitch chat because it's people just backseat gaming and whatnot. I love you, Twitch chat. I just like to give you crap. You know I always love you. I love all my friendos. There we go. So he tries to beat us up, but it's not about it. Also, notice the Shuig's teeth here.
Damn. What should I do?
What teeth? She doesn't have them. Like a Polish mirror. Get your Polish flags out.
That is the state of the serene mind.
Like a polished mirror. Concentrate. Only on your mind.
This'll finish you.
And he gets wrecked and collapses, and we are done with Kowloon. So unfortunate we didn't get to show off the glitches, but like, for whatever reason, it was just not wanting to cooperate today with me when it's always been cooperative with me for like the past like months and months of just playing the game. So I don't know what that was about. It was just bizarre. Game is bizarre and sometimes just does not want to cooperate. But this is going to be the by far the chillest part of the run. I really enjoy this section after Kowloon because Kowloon can be kind of intense. There's a ton of glitches. You like clip through a lot of stuff, and it just having a really relaxed section at the end is just I don't know. It's good. It's good, so you're not like nervous or anxious or anything. It's also just good for like just your health, I think. Like this game, playing it and just kind of relaxing in this section has always been really helpful for whenever I've felt down or anxious or anything. Really good for my mental health. So definitely, I really enjoy that this is for Nami because this game has definitely helped me out with a lot of like challenging periods in life. So it's for Nami and getting friendos to support an event for Nami, so even better. Because yeah, this is it's just such a beautiful section. It's just very relaxed. Like the speed run takes a very it takes a very sharp shift, I know, from the goofiness on Hong Kong to like the serious sections in Kowloon to the chill sections in Goylin. Yeah, this part I'll probably be able to look at Twitch chat more. I wasn't able to look at it much throughout the first sections because just needed to look at notes and concentrate on things. This game can be tough sometimes. It doesn't always like to cooperate with you, so it's definitely not been cooperating with me. But you know, that's the marathon luck, right? That's just how it goes. Yeah, keep in mind this game was released for the Dreamcast in 2001, and this port was in 2003 Xbox. So and the graphics are just super stunning for it. We need a bagel emote. Strong agree. Muddy streams. So what happens? Oh, there we go. So what happens here in the story is that Ryo sees a girl trying to save a goat during this flood, and so he jumps into the river to try to save her. To say to not save the goat, to save yourself. And then they wash up on the shore together and become friends. So this section is kind of goofy. We just tell Shenfa to hurry up a lot.
No. It's an Japan?
Is it
Well, what's wrong?
And yeah, there's a lot of dialogue we just skip at this point.
Is it
This is gonna be the theme. We just tell her to hurry up
family? I see.
because this is a speed run. There's even like a pretty there's a pretty sad section where you gotta tell her to hurry up because she will also, before I forget, Goylin means olive tree because olive trees bloom in this area. Yeah, there's a section where she wants to bring you to this beautiful lake with fireflies going in it, but you gotta say no to hurry up instead of going to it, and she just looks super sad from it. She's super disappointed. It's like, oh, it feels bad. You skip the cutscene in New Game Plus because it allows you to. But if you're playing New Game, you would see it and you just feel bad every time. This is a pretty long QuickTime event. This will take like 2 to 3 minutes. So if you would like to read any donations or things, now is a good time. And as always, just let me know in the Runners channel whenever it's done being read or any updates on it. I'm not going to be able to look until after this QuickTime.
Cool. So, just gonna recap real quick. Of course, this is RPGs We Love 2, which is a marathon running till the 23rd of February to showcase various beloved RPG speedruns like Shenmue 2 by many awesome people like Gooby. Money we raise is going to go toward paying for the Valkyries to attend RPG Limit Break in May to do a Dragon Warrior randomizer run. And of course, anything that we get above and beyond that is going to go to Nami. So even if we hit our goal, we're still going to be doing some really good work as well. So please continue to bring those donations in. Much appreciated here. We love you very much for them.
Be careful.
And still looking to see if anyone wants to take a bite at that duck minigame. We've got ourselves still duck number 2 in the lead with $50 and duck number 3 in second place with $5. So there are 6 ducks. Just need to let us know in your donation which duck you want to put your donation money toward. Obviously, for the red duck, it would need $46 for it to move in the first place, and for any of the other ducks, $51 will get it into first place. So we'll be playing that duck racing minigame at the end of the run here. It looks like, as far as other donation incentives, we do have the battle voices being turned on for Lunar 2, which will be coming up later today. If you want to see the bromides, that's a $100 donation incentive. We're at $39 for that. And if you want to hear the end song being sung, Rondo of Light and Dark, that's a $200 donation. So $200 donation incentive, and we don't have anything in that yet. But obviously, probably toward the end of the day, I'm sure we'll get some more toward that.
Watch your step.
All set. All right. Was able to sneak in a read there. If at any point you want to read stuff, definitely just send a message, and I'll be sure to check whenever I can during this quick time section. Oh, oops, I pressed the wrong button. I'll be okay though. You can fail a few and be fine. Alright. So this is the longest section of quick times though. Which is not super exciting for the run, but it is very chill. You get to see a lot of the artistry in the game, which is nice. This would be a great time if you want to donate. This is probably your best time in the run to do so. So if you'd like to help get some people to Limit Break and Nami, definitely go do that. Alright, left, right. Alright, we'll be winding down with it a bit. Left, right, up. And yeah, these quick times are always the same. And you can keep pressing them before they happen. So I kind of buffer the inputs. There we go. Alright. Done with that super long quick time. And now we get to go to what I like to call... No, wait, this isn't Monk Ass Cliffs. No, this is the crag. We get to chill for a little bit. Yep, and this is some cliff. Yes, it is, bro. Yep, so... Shenfa and Ryo decide to go to a cave because it's getting dark outside and wolves can come out in this area. And so you just zoom in on Shenhua here. Shenfa, excuse me. And you can just kind of chill for a little bit. You can see the beautiful waterfalls and things. The really pretty night sky and stuff. And those mountains are called Shangjing, I believe they're called. Which just means a mountain with pure beautiful shape. Which is what Shenfa tells you a bit later. Now we got to go collect some sticks. Because it is also a hobby of Ryo's. Let me just... I'm just reading my notes. All right. Go back. I want to collect 2 in the same go.
I should go back.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it this way then. All right.
There's some here. I can't hold anymore.
And there we go. Here's some firewood. Found them.
Good, you found them.
Yeah, very chill section,
I'll go
which
get
is
them.
nice.
Yes.
Let's see, and I believe we get this one. Oh, a rock caught me. There you go. There's that stick. You get to do all sorts of different things in Shenmue speedrunning. Also,
I should go back.
that stick in particular, for whatever reason, teleports you back to Shenfa, not the others, so it saves like
Thank you.
a few
Come by the
seconds.
fire to get warm, yo.
And then Shenfa wants to know a little bit about us, so we're gonna talk to her about life.
Hmm.
Talk.
How do you?
I think
Yeah, you can kind of get the cliff notes from reading this,
6.
and you're only gonna talk
Do you
about
It's
Nozomi, who was kind of a love interest in the first one, in the first Shenmue.
no,
And we're not going to talk about our other friends, despite how much I love Tom. He's the hot dog salesman in Shenmue 1, and he's just always dancing and hilarious.
It's getting. I think you should.
Yes.
Were loading times at Shenmue 2 on Dreamcast slower? Yes, they are. Oh, and then those are the wolves. Yeah, the Dreamcast is slower. Xbox is...
Whoa.
Yeah, Xbox is much faster than that. There is a PC port too.
Gooby.
Oh. we bet-
PC's load times is faster, but there's some other stuff added that the run comes to like a similar-ish time. So like in this section, they changed a lot. Like when I was collecting sticks, if we were on PC, I wouldn't be able to run there, and I wouldn't be able to teleport back to Shenfa, I believe, which is weird. And just like you have additional cutscenes to go through in this that you can't skip that were formerly skippable in the Xbox version. It's really bizarre. Also, this is my favorite song in the game. I love listening to this. Always a fan of
Let's hurry.
piano music like this. Let's hurry on. Yep, you really do tell
Yes.
Shenfa to hurry up a bunch. And then we're gonna go forward, be across. Alright. B, left, right, left. Alright. There we go. So yeah. We just gotta navigate through a forest for a while. Don't sleep on the forest though, because it's easy to miss a turn and just get lost and lose a bunch of time. So it's one of those sections in the run where it's like, I want to look at Twitch chat or something, but you can't. And there is a story of a runner called Purry Purry who was on world record pace in this category, and then he made a wrong turn in the forest and then lost it, which is super unfortunate. That's a super feels bad moment. Like, he's definitely capable of like, getting it. Just kind of the forest trolled him. Which definitely is a thing that happens in Shenmue. The game loves to troll you. As we have seen today. In almost every place it could, it decided to troll me. And you might remember this part if you watch the Shenmue 3 trailer. Because they use this same exact section. Which definitely, if you're interested at all in this game, I highly recommend going and checking out Shenmue 3, getting on that pre-order. This series is definitely wonderful. Definitely a really great one. I don't think enough people have played. Let's see. So we are going to follow the path here. Yep. Just some nice, relaxing forest. And a few more quick tabs. And there we go.
Yo, please be careful.
Got some mad hops.
Good. You got across safely.
Yeah.
Let's go. The village is still further ahead.
All right.
Alright. I also really like this song. Really, all the forest songs are just masterpieces. So we are going to go left at all the turns here, and then remind Shenfa that this is a speed run, and that we want to go fast. Hello, Shadow. Nope. Duck Race will be after this. You're kind of at the late game part in this run. Alright, we're finishing up most of the stuff here. Yes, I'm excited for Duck Race. I'm glad you are too. Hooray! Yes, get your duck emojis out. That's what I like to see. What duck are you betting on, Shadow?
Jen,
Yes,
you always.
yes,
Let's hurry.
yes,
I'm glad you hyped it up.
yes.
If I could have a clip of that, I would appreciate that. Because duck racing is amazing.
Jen.
What is
I'm glad it was able to help
Oh,
help with the cause for the marathon.
the path.
Yes, I thought
I am quacking for the duck race. Black duck, nice.
Let's hurry.
yes.
And the duck race is hilarious because it is an RPG
Let's hurry.
in itself. Donation read at the next break. Let me check. Yep, that was a perfect time. Go ahead and read if you'd want to, Nyan.
Alright, thank you, Goopy. We have $30 from Not Rinit. So thank you very much, Not Rinit. It's going toward Final Fantasy IV. The naming of our characters here. So let me get this all set up here because it's split. So we gotta get this just right. So name for Kane is Chupon. That's $20 for that, and $10 more toward naming Cecil Ultros. So looks like Ultros now $20 ahead, looking pretty good to be Cecil's name here. And we have a new leader for Kane, which is of course Chupon.
All set, awesome. thank you all so much for donating. Definitely love all of them coming in. Just feels great to be able to help a cause out, you know? Alright, next up we are going to go to Monka S Cliffs, as I like to call it, because because the quick times are random at this part, and only this part. And if you fall off here, Ryo just dies. Like, that's what happens in the story. So, there you go. You can avoid the quick times, but you'd have to be, like, super cautious, and it would just waste more time than what it's worth. There we go.
Oops.
There we go. One almost got me.
Whoa. The bridge ends here.
Hello, Sparkover. How's it going?
Hopefully, we can make it.
Hello, everyone else in chat, too.
Yo, jump!
Okay.
Let's see. Natara. Kind wife. Going hungry. I'm hungry, too. Like, I didn't eat breakfast before this. I'm gonna blame my not eating breakfast on my bad luck during this run. Actually, wait, no. I lie, I actually did have some breakfast, just like a small breakfast. Also, Shenfa, remember, this is a speed run. Bagels. What is this about bagels?
Yeah?
Like, every time I popped in here, someone's like getting really excited about bagels.
Shenpa.
And I don't get it.
Let's hurry.
Yes.
Like, at one point, I worked at a bagel shop in my life.
Let's hurry.
I made bagels. I could have given you a bagel.
Shenpa.
Yeah?
Oh, from the previous run. Okay. There might be someone here who just I've made a bagel for. Just out of coincidence. Just his bagels. It's great.
I see. Shenpa is by
We have
And yogurt.
it's on.
No yogurt.
You said I want.
No yogurt in this game. I haven't made yogurt before. I've made like shakes before, I guess. See, but the cinnamon sugar life. Onions are pretty solid, like onion ones, but cinnamon though, I'm a fan. So we are going to Shenfa's house right over here. And yeah, we can't, like, there's some invisible walls we had to wait for there before we could get in. Thoughts. Some Draven. Also, we get a little info about
What's
the
matter,
tree.
Shenpa?
So the name of the game comes from this tree, actually, the Shenmue tree. It's not Ryo's name. Ryo's name is Ryozuki. Like, the Shenmue's flowers bloomed. We can't skip this cutscene, so.
Here when the Shenmue's flowers bloom.
Arby's Crusade, Safeguard.
Past location.
Also, Arby's is a.
Yes.
That's also a thing. And we don't talk to her anymore. We don't want to talk to her. And. Just walk around the house and see that Shenfa's chilling in here. Ryo's face
Shenpa.
and just reaction there is just good. I just love it.
I
Yeah.
smell something good.
Shenfa is making some food. We're just gonna
So can we wait?
professionally wait right there. as Rio does a lot in this game. We're gonna take a visit over to here and get an item that'll advance the plot. We learn more about the mirrors in this game, which are just important plot point that pretty much they lead to some hidden treasure, and your father had one of them, which Rio has. The main villain of this game has another,
Oh, good morning.
and so you need both of them to find the treasure.
I'm preparing lunch right now. Can you wait a while?
Speaking of treasure, we got some incentives there. Yep, we're on Cloudbird Trail, so we are pretty close to the end of this. Oh. Inside a cave. What's... Oh, yep. Phantom Riverstone, only found in Guilin, because it's part of the mirror.
Yes. Yo,
What is it?
it's a
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It was.
kid.
Oh.
Alright, there we go. And we just have to wait with her.
I.
Whatever.
Yeah.
There we go, you can walk on and just let that walk. Thank you very much, yep. Alright, sounds good, Spark. Thanks for coming by for this. Hope you get some food in a bit. Hey, thank you. That's... I would have liked to have some good luck earlier. We definitely needed it. That's okay, though. We're able to complete it in a way, though. So... Got trolled. Alright, so this is our last area of the game, Stone Pit. And first thing, just make Shenfa invisible so we can quit reminding her that this is a speedrun. And there we go. Make her visible again. It's like, come on, Shenfa, this is a speedrun. And go into a mysterious door. And these waterfalls are really beautiful. Like, right here. Like, look at that. That's gorgeous. And everything in this area is so good. So, Shenmue II is known for having one of the biggest cliffhangers in all of gaming, and you're gonna see why. So, spoilers. Just as a heads up. So now we have a sword, which we just found here. It's never referenced any other point. We just...
This is.
We find this sword, and we just decide to put it in the slot there.
The same design as the one on the sword. Yo,
That's it.
See, the game was pretty realistic up to this point, but then magic gets involved at the very end. Which is strange, but it's Shenmue. We know it's strange at this point.
yo.
All right.
Yep, so yeah, just magical powers to put that in place now. That's a thing we don't know. It just happened. And this comes up from the earth.
Look, yo.
Yeah, so time will be when I do the last input here, when I put the Phoenix Mirror into that slot. And we're gonna make Shenfa turn, or she's just gonna ping me down. That works too, I guess. Yeah, do quick, Nyan.
Okay, so we got $5 here from Zet.
Really quick.
Yeah. Oh. From Set Zeruma saying $5 make the couch finish unprecedented crisis with the spear. Make sure he knows I bid for it too.
Yo,
Yeah.
Oh. There we go. I think my mic cut out, but time. So my mic cut out right as I said it, which is continuing on with the luck from this run. Spear. There we go. Thanks for the GG. So GG's everyone. Now we get to see the ending, and what was my my time, by the way? Not that this is in any way a valid run, because we had to use safety saves and whatnot for it, because major trolling happened, more so than ever expected. Roughly about 2 hours on the dot. Okay. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that a lot. This cutscene is like 5 minutes. I can let this play out, or I can just get right to the duck race that I know you've all been waiting for. Whichever you all prefer. And these are the two mirrors that will lead to the treasure. They're just giant carvings here, and we don't know why they're there. But Shenfa's father was carving them, and we don't know why. Hey, thanks for the GGs.
Phoenix and Dragon
Whoa.
Same as the mirrors.
Shenfa's like audio just skipped there.
carving.
Whoa. That's never ever happened before.
From a distant land. From across the sea.
Wow. Okay, I guess. That is, in my typical good luck today, that happened. Let me clean off my disk and see what I can do. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Well, it appears to be loading again. Marathon Distress got to the disc, I guess. Yeah, I guess it did. That has never happened to me before. That, This run is all about things that have never happened to me before, I guess. Okay. Duck race. Place your bets on a duck. Hey, you got a nice duck there. No, that's a quote. That's the best quote from this game. I assure you. Okay, so for context on the duck race, in order to get this, you have to do a lot of things. You have to get a certain bronze medal from like a very specific section of the game. You gotta get a silver medal from beating 2 specific people at a martial arts fighting ring in an arcade. you got to talk to those specific people before that, and then you got to go back to that tree we collected leaves from, and collect leaves in a specific way. You got to collect 2 leaves at the same time, which can be tough to do. And then you got to catch a duck feather, which will then unlock you a duck, and then you could go and gamble. Who Nozomi, or not Nozomi? God, I'm blanking on her name. This lady here, she apparently doesn't like gambling, but she's okay with duck gambling.
The other day.
I caught it. What's with that duck? I caught it.
I caught it.
How about a race?
The duck's quotes are pretty amazing too.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a typical marathon run. Oh, there was so much of that. Absolutely trusty. There was unbelievable amounts of that. There it is.
Hey.
Okay, so we gotta actually say no first before we can bet on a duck. So we are betting on black duck. Alright, yes. Alright.
No, I guess not.
And you know what? I'm feeling max bet today.
Then place your
So you got 1,000 Hong Kong dollars on this Twitch chat. Alright, so duck number 2. Alright. Time to start! So he kind of has like a ketchup cut, like for his hat. It looks like the ones you get from fast food restaurants. Always funny to me. Alright, let's go, duck! Alright, we're in a solid third right now. This is just complete RNG. If we win this though, we get a lot of dough. I think you get like 5 times or something what you bet. You get a lot for it. I wish this was the fastest way to gain money in this speedrun, but it isn't. Okay, come on. We need America. We need our duck to just fly off of these stairs. That's what we... Okay, duck is gaining speed! Come on, baby! He's flying! Ah, duck! Duck! Oh, snipe it! Snipe it! Snipe it! Go! No! Didn't snipe it. Got a bonk. Oh, the duck manatee. In typical luck of this run, got last.
You missed.
That was too bad, eh?
There we go. That was a duck race. Duck race is interesting. Duck race is in itself an RPG. It's its own category too. So what you could do when you catch a duck, you can level it up and it'll gain experience for the races you do. So like eventually your duck will get stronger and you'll be able to like possibly win after like 10-ish races or so. So it's an RPG within an RPG. It's pretty good. Where duck pushed us, yeah. We just got bonked and it pushed us, just feels bad. Alright, well, there you go. Unless you want me to do more duck races, I can bet on black duck again. And we can see if we can win, if you would like. Otherwise, I can just kind of give the ending stuff and whatnot. We can get going for the next run. One more time? Let's see. Let's see. Do you want to place a bet? Looks like I will place a bet until then. Let's see. Okay, let's do black duck again. Let's see if we can do it.
Place your bet and pick your favorite duck.
Alright, come on. I'm feeling it this time.
Okay, time to start.
I'm not a gambling man, but you know, this time I'm feeling it though. I'm feeling it like Shulk, apparently. Yeah, I can do this as long as you want me to, so just let me know. That guy, oh yeah, he's clearly not shady or anything. Black Duck not doing so hot right now. Black Duck bonking into walls. Cruising through the barrels. Unbelievable speed. Flying down the stairs, this is looking good. Oh, I think we got a winner. Oh, I think we got a winner. Unless something tragic happens, we got a winner. That's what I like to see. Black Duck coming in first. Alright.
Impressed. Here you go.
We finally did it! There you go. Winning the race. Winning the race is pretty rare, too, so...
Race.
Black Duck, we believe in you. Let's just want to get a heads up. I'm pretty excited we won that. We went from... Alright, looks like I could do one more race. Yeah, we got a lot. Oh, wait, whoops. Okay, well, I can show Duck RPG briefly. You can control the duck if you enter like this. You see, I can control now, it has a life bar and whatnot. I'm gonna go back to betting on Black Duck. I have mismenued a little bit. I'm so glad we won one, though. That's amazing. It's super rare to win that. So, you know what? All the bad luck that happened in this run, Duck Race makes up for it. Duck Race is the one good spot of RNG we got in this entire run. And before that, we didn't even get good luck in the Duck Race. Duck Race makes everything better, confirmed. Oh, wait, Duck RPG is best. Yeah, there was a full Kotaku article just written about this minigame. Like if you look up Shenmue II Duck Race, I believe you could find it. Just because they were so surprised, they just didn't believe this was a thing in the game, but it's a real thing. This is actually in the game.
Hey, you got a nice duck.
Okay, you gotta do quit.
It'll be $50 a try if you're gonna.
Alright, we're gonna place a bet.
No.
Max bets.
Place a bet.
Alright, Black Duck's my favorite.
Then place your bet and pick.
Time to start! Let's go, Black Duck!
Time to start.
If we could get 2 firsts in a row, that would super make up for all the bad luck in this run. Oh baby. Oh baby. I'm not gonna say anything. But... Oh no! Oh! No! Don't snipe us, Green Duck! Black Duck, get in there. I believe in you. Don't let Green Duck snipe you like that! Come on. Oh, this is neck and neck. This is neck and neck. This is so close. Black Duck keeping in front of him. Not letting him pass. Oh, let's go. Keep in the lead. Keep in the lead. That's what I like to see. 2 in a row. Legendary. Never seen 2 in a row there. World champion Black Duck. That is what I like to see.
I'm impressed. Here you go.
Black Duck.
It'll be $50 a try if you're gonna enter the race.
Alright, well that is all for Duck Race. Thank you everyone who donated for that. I love the incentive. It's really funny and hilarious. Yeah, I'm glad I could run this. Thanks to Valkyries letting me run this game. I enjoyed it. If you want to learn this game, you could check out the speedrun.com page for it. There's a guide by Purry Purry you can watch if you want to learn it. This is a game I love a lot. I think it's really great. Just helped me out with a lot of different things in life. Just really awesome game. Doesn't get enough runners, so that is all from me. Take it away for the next runs. Enjoy the marathon, and good luck to all the other runners.
All right. Hello, everybody. I am Couch23, and I will be running Final Fantasy IV Unprecedented Crisis. This is a ROM hack made by Pink Puff. Very, very good ROM hacker and randomizer creator in in the Final Fantasy IV community. We're gonna get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. So, Unprecedented Crisis, it's a fantastic ROM hack. It changes everything post-Fabul. Unfortunately, we're not going to see any of that stuff. There's quite a lot that goes on in this run. So, this that I just kind of put together as the new hack kind of came out, because duplication was actually patched out. So there's actually 2 ways you can duplicate in Final Fantasy IV. One is by doing it in battle, like you see pretty much in every Final Fantasy IV run. And then secondary is if whenever you get like an item drop or something from an enemy, or you have a full inventory and you open a chest and you get that little box at the top, you can actually duplicate items that way as well. So if you want like a million adamant armors, you can get them if you want, but you need to have 2 of something in 1 separate stack of each other afterwards. And I'll kind of show that off as I'm doing it. The reason that I went to this updated version is because the older version doesn't have Y dash. So in this version, if I hold down Y, I can dash, which gives basically double/triple the walking speed. I'm not actually sure how much faster it is, but it actually saves a fair amount of time. The world record used to be just over an hour, and now it's down to sub 58 minutes. So the dash really does save a lot of time, just due to faster walking, since the regular walking is just so slow. Story is going to be about the same. So what happens in this game is, if you've ever seen a vanilla FF4 speedrun, you'll see somebody do what's called the mist clip. So before we enter, usually you'd enter mist the normal way, activate the cutscene, open the package and everything. So in this ROM hack, the creator wanted to punish the speedrunners for trying to do the mist clip to get stronger items early. And Rivers McCown actually was messing around with it and found a way that we can actually use that punishment as an advantage. So what that punishment is when we enter the backside of Mist or any other town and activate and step on like a trigger tile, what happens is we get teleported instantly to the lunar subterrane. And if we grind just a little bit beforehand, we can actually make it through. We can make it to get some high quality gear for Kane, and that can allow us to survive. And we kind of abuse that fact, and we beat the game in just about an hour. So here it's all completely normal text. A little bit's kind of changed, but it's pretty vanilla. And like I said, the great thing about this ROM hack is it has Y to dash. So if I hold down Y and walk, I get double the walking speed. So there's actually no tent over here, but we are picking up the firebomb and the lit bolt. And we're going to run our way back to normal, back to our bed like we're supposed to. Go through all these normal cutscenes. Yeah, Unprecedented Crisis is fantastic bottom tier. It is a very well-made ROM hack. Really super enjoyable. Lots of throwbacks to older Final Fantasies and stuff have been added into it. Alright. This is not a new FE mod. This is actually an older ROM hack made by Pink Puff. So what it is, it's the vanilla game, except for it's been completely changed past Fagul. It does have a very tough difficulty spike at some points. But there's new bosses, there's new weapons, there's the Japanese items, there's oh yeah, it's a fantastic ROM hack. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing any of the new story. Well, we'll see a tiny little bit of the new story, but it'll be more towards the end.
I was going to hop in here for a moment. Couch, just to let you know, we have a $10 donation from Moonblaze Wolf, who says that duck races are greater than chocobo races. Put $10 toward the Lunar 2 sing-along incentive. That's going to be that's a nice one to get.
Yeah. Pink Puff did a fantastic job with this ROM hack. It is very well made, and I recommend it to anybody that loves Final Fantasy IV. It does get kind of difficult. It does have a very interesting difficulty spike about halfway through the game, but it is a very well-made ROM hack, and I've probably put quite a lot of time into actually just playing it casually. So the great thing about Final Fantasy IV speedruns is you get a free minute-and-a-half break at the very beginning there on. You just get to sit here and watch words scroll, so... Yes, my cat does like to make appearances on my stream and meow really loud. So if you hear any meowing, it's usually Cheddar Cheese just wandering around, begging for attention. I do want to take a minute to thank the Valkyries for accepting this run. This run hasn't been really shown anywhere, and I'm excited to finally get a chance to show it off. Me and Rivers worked quite a lot on it to try and get it to a pretty decent time, and I feel it's gotten down pretty good. So I'm really excited to show it off, and I'm happy to answer any questions that y'all have. Why do the monsters keep increasing? You know, Natara, I think it's because we keep turning on the game and playing it. It does, absolutely. Why is Baron seeking the crystals? Why isn't Baron seeking the crystals? Because they're shiny. Exactly, because they're shiny. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is enter the town, and we're gonna sell our X potion and our regular potion so we can get some money, and we're gonna fill our inventory with bestiaries. And we're going to sell 2, and we're going to get 2 tents, because we're going to duplicate the tents. We're going to go out here, and we're going to open this, we're going to get this pot that has a potion in it. And then we're going to go down to this empty spot here, grab a tent, we're going to stack it on the other tent, and we're going to take the empty spot and put it in an empty spot. And now I'm going to go sell that empty spot for a whole bunch of money. I'm going to sort my inventory so I can sell those bestiaries. We're going to buy 80 Phoenix Downs and 80 Remedies, and we already have 2 tents. How many of the casual run tricks are needed for a decent time? In this run, not a lot. There's not a lot that of the tricks that you need to know. Besides really Mist Clip and that dupe that I just showed off, there's not really a lot of tricks that you need to know. ROM buffering, Run buffering is super important. So we're going to make our way through the cave, and we're going to fight the Mist Dragon. So there's really not much to do in this cave except for run away from stuff. Y to dash, again, saves a whole bunch of time over regular walking. Yeah, bottom tier. This run is actually really short. It's not super exciting because you're constantly just in like you're doing like 3 or 4 fights and then the rest is just grinding. But it's fun because you got to make sure that you do all this stuff properly, otherwise you'll kind of be in trouble. No game sound. Still says I'm pumping out game sound here. It's there, it's just quiet. Okay. I just want to make sure that we're good on my side. So what we want to kill Cecil in this fight because we don't want Cecil to get any experience for any levels, and we want to get everything on Kane. Much better? Okay, cool. I'm sorry about that, everyone. Alright. Boosted. Alright, so sometimes you get some bad rolls, and sometimes you don't jump on the mist. This fight's just really, really interesting. So since we have 2 tents, I'm not going to worry about safety saving for the mist clip. So if you get an encounter right after you do this, you kind of lose the mist clip, and then then you're going to have to use another tent. But we really don't have to worry too much because we have 2 tents. So we just save reset, we load, and then we just walk right over mist. We forget it's even there. We don't care about going there. We're going to go get Kane some levels. So in the desert, we want to search for Sandmen, and we're going to go up to the cave up here and grind Kane to level 13. I should calm down a bit, absolutely. Alright, so we got the Sandman encounter, so we're going to use an Ice Ball on them. Basically, we want Kane to 13 because that gets his agility high enough to where we can actually run from encounters in the lunar subterranean once we actually warp there. So the best encounters are in this cave up here. We're gonna search for really zombies and fishes and stuff. So the zombies are good because we can use the firebomb. So the firebomb, lit bolt, and the blizzards all do what's HP based damage. It's based off how much your current HP is, and it does about half roughly. So I'm using what these encounters are weak to get the double damage and kill them right away. The Evil Shell and Water Bug is probably the best one to find. We're gonna sort our inventory just a little bit. Move the package out of there, move the Phoenix Downs up, move you up here. Cool. Alright, we're gonna bring Cecil back, because we're gonna use his Dark Wave. We're not gonna fight the Cave Toads because we can get poisoned, and they're a pain in the butt to fight. The Cave Toads are the only ones that we'll run from. And we keep getting cave toads, of course. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to attack Cecil because I want his HP to go down to 50 because his Dark Wave is going to take 25 HP from him. And we just want to make sure that we just want to make sure that Cecil can die from doing the Dark Waves. Cave toads do love me. They really do. They just wanted some hugs, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that. I can't give them hugs yet. All right, so we have about 590. So we're gonna keep Cecil alive for this one, and we're gonna do jumping strats. We're gonna jump and use the life potions for the final grind here. We're gonna parry, jump, and we're gonna make sure Cecil can Phoenix down the pikes here. So what I'm doing here is basically the monsters have 0 vitality. And when you use a Phoenix down on them, or a life potion, it brings them back and they instantly die again. So basically you get 2 times the kill. Which is very good. So this will put Kane at level 13, and we're gonna basically have Cecil poison himself here. Yeah, the life glitching is actually really easy. All you need to do is just make sure you target the enemy while they're dying or beforehand. Alright, so we got level 13. We can go ahead and make our way back to... We're going to go to Kaipo, because it's closer than Mist, and we can still activate the warp to the moon. So if you've never seen it before, get ready for some weirdness, because it's about to happen.
Do we have time for a very quick donation here, Couch?
Oh, absolutely. Anytime, just go ahead.
Okay, sounds good. We have $5 here from Absolutely Trusty saying, "I'm using Duck Race. Black Duck is true. Put this towards singing in Lunar too." And thank you very much for that, Trusty. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
So what just happened is when you step on a trigger tile in this, with the package still in your inventory, it warps you to the moon as a punishment. Because Pink Puff didn't want you to Pink Puff didn't want you to break the game, basically. So Rivers found out that there's actually dragon armor in these chests, and if we get Kane to a good enough level, we can actually get the dragon armor, equip it, and be okay to survive. So we're gonna grab the dragon shield right there, and we're gonna come down here, and we're gonna grab the rest of the dragon armor, and then we're gonna find a D-bone, because we want a single D-bone because we want the experience for an extra level, or extra few levels. When we get extra few levels, I just want it for the HP because we can get into a blue dragon encounter, which is very dangerous if we don't have enough HP because of the blizzard. So if we equip the dragon armor, even level 13, our defense is so high that we just can survive really any hit, since pretty much everything in this dungeon is a dragon, besides the carries and the warlocks. So we're going to search for a single D-bone encounter here. Hopefully we get one soon. Lots of walking. D-bone. Silver D. Alright. Yeah, this is pretty much just a giant walking simulator because I'm going to be looking for a whole bunch of grinding. Why does this look so broken? Because it is broken. So I want to make sure I bring Cecil back because we don't want to take a double hit from anything with Kane. We would rather have Cecil take a smack than take 2 hits. No, you can't actually leave the lunar subterrane in this ROM hack. Once you enter the lunar subterrane, you can't cast exit. You can't do anything. This debone is avoiding me. Yeah, once you're in the lunar subterrane, you're actually locked down here until you beat it. So it's a point of no return. Yes, good old encounter seeds are being very kind today. So I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the way because we're gonna be picking up a little bit. Only if I had a step route accident, I know, right? So we want Cecil alive for that reason, so we can absorb a hit, so we don't get poisoned right away by this debone. We wanted to put off the poison as long as possible because it takes a little bit more HP off, but it's also really long for the text box to come up and say damaged by poison. Yeah, Cecil's gonna get bullied this whole run, Leggy. So for those of you that love Cecil, this is not the run for you. So this takes about seven X potions. They have, I want to say, like 8,000 HP. Can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, we abuse the fact that these guys are undead, and we use basically these cure 3s. Yeah, he deserves it. No. Yeah, sometimes Cecil deserves it. I agree. So we snag a few more levels here for the extra HP, just in case we run into a blue dragon, because a blue dragon will wipe us if we don't have that extra HP. So we're going to make our way down, and we're going to make our way all the way down to the lunar dragons. Because we're going to go ahead and toss some X potions at them until they die. But we're going to pick up 2 chests along the way. One has a Mirage Vest in it, and one has the Lordly Robes in it. The Lordly Robes can actually go on Dark Knight Cecil, and the Mirage Vest is going to go on Kain. Does this hack retain? No, it's still focused on Cecil. So all agility is focused on Cecil, which is why we're keeping Cecil dead. We're bringing him back just so he can absorb a hit, just in case we get a weird encounter. There's one dangerous encounter in here. It has Fatal Eye. If we run into it, yeah. If we ran into this blue D while we didn't level up, we would have died due to that blizzard. So that's why we fight the debone in the floors up there. Very good that we actually ran into that, so I can show that. So the Mirage Vest is right here, where the Protect Ring is supposed to be in vanilla. We're going to throw that on Kain. It increases his agility, lowers his defense a little bit, but that actually lets us run away from Fatal Eyes right away. Because the Fatal Eyes in this actually cast Death. So if Kain takes a death, we instantly die because Cecil won't be able to run away. All these gold dragon encounters, we're going to be seeing a lot of these later on in the run, because that's what we're going to be grinding on, gold dragons and stuff. Alright, so we got the Lordly Robes there. We're going to actually wait to equip those on Cecil until we get down to the save point next to the Lunar Dragons. A lot of encounters we just got to run away from. We'll be fighting three bosses. Well, technically 1 boss and 2 trap chests, but I consider them bosses. So we'll be able to run after 2 punches there. Bring Cecil back. And cool. Got out of the Fatal Eye area. We're good. We won't run into those anymore for now. So we're going to go ahead and save in the save point right here. and then we're gonna do our equipment, and then we're gonna go take on the lunar dragons. So Cecil is going to get. First, I need to take the dragon shield off of Kane and the dragon helm, and they're all going to go on Cecil because Cecil needs the dragon defense so he doesn't get annihilated by the lunar dragons. So we have these X potions, which we're going to use against the dead dragons here. Run away from those guys. We're gonna hop in here and fight these guys. So this fight is really super scripted. I'm gonna count attacks after they cast fire. So when they cast breath, only Kane will actually get swapped because the Lordly Robes provide protection. So after fire, I'm gonna be counting attacks, and then we're gonna count X potion tosses after that. These guys are actually pretty broken. If you attack them, they will counter with Reflect and Virus. So what we do is we kill one off, and then we attack one, and then it casts Wall on itself, and it's looking for a Reflect. If it doesn't get that Reflect, there's one. If it doesn't get that Reflect, the AI actually just locks. So what we do, we kill one, we physically attack it. And then we wait, and we can actually just lock the AI. All right, so breath should be now, unless I miscounted. Yeah. Oh no, live dragons will be harmed, just not right now. So we're just focusing on this front one right now. It takes about anywhere between 14 and about 20 X potion tosses. One. Two. Three. All right, so this next one will be 4. And then I can prep the remedy. Ooh. That's not good. Ooh. All right, quick recovery. All right. We can recover from this. This is the issue because this fight can get dangerous. Cool. Throw the remedy. Are you kidding me? Oh man. Alright. I got a strategy. Damn it, that's not the strategy. This fight is not fun. This fight can go wrong whether you do it perfectly or not. Alright, as long as we get this X potion off, we're good. It's okay to root for the dragons. Alright, so I'll do a life potion here. Come on. There we go. Cool. We got it. All right, now we'll just wait for the breath. There we go. Cool. We're back on the road. Wells isn't here. I know. I feel bad. Whew. That was a rough one. That was for Wells. Alright. He should be close. There we go. Alright, now we'll lock him. Alright, now this D-Lunar is completely locked. He'll take one more action and then he won't do anything. I can sit here and he can just... I can sit here and do nothing all day and he won't do anything. He'll counter everything with fire, but he won't do anything else. So we do this, we start counting potions. 1, 2... This does work in vanilla. Yes, Silver. I should pet Cat. Cat's not over here. Three, 4. Yeah, this is a legit strat you can use, Silver. Five, 6. Cat percent. Heck yeah. Seven, 8. Nine. No, not Zelda 1. 10. 11. Alright, now that Cecil's dead, we can focus on just tossing with Kane. Tossing with Kane will get him 100,000 experience, and that'll allow us to go be ready to take down the next enemy that we need to fight. So from this fight, we'll get the Hades gloves, which will go on Cecil, and we'll get 2 ribbons, which will go on Cecil and Kane, respectively. And that's going to make Kane's damage be a lot higher than it should be, and we'll be able to take down the next one in about just as long as a fight as this one. Boys in cute hats to run? Yeah, pretty much. It's more like boy in cute hat. Cecil's just kind of napping there. He's wearing it, but we don't count him. I actually figured this strat out while we were trying to figure out the routing for this, because this fight, the way they were doing it before is they were tossing 8 X potions on each, making it kind of tough. And I was just messing around with it, and I killed one, and then I accidentally attacked the other, and it just stopped doing anything, and I was a little confused. So we did it. That recovery was pretty scary. That was almost really bad. So we go a ribbon here, and we go a wooden shield back on him because we want Kane to have as high defense as he can. You can't actually use the life trick on the first dragon because it has a boss flag attached to it. It would be awesome if you could. So we're going to throw down another save. We're going to make sure Kane is healed. And we're going to go back one room because we're going to go open this trap chest over here, which contains a dragon spear, which is going to be very helpful, but it also contains a behemoth. So we're going to jump this thing to death. All this fight is just jumping. Jumping and healing. There's nothing special about this fight. It just takes a while. It could be a behemoth spear. This is a ROM hack cleric. It is indeed. It is made by Pink Puff. Oh my goodness, 400. Jumps and heals, jumps and heals. So I want to heal myself around like just under 500 HP. Because he can hit for a very high amount if he crits. The hardest thing about this run is probably the Zeromus fight. The Zeromus fight is really tricky to actually learn. Stilettos for extra damage. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's about 22. I think it's a little less than 22 in this. I think it's I was gonna say I think it's 16k. So we'll be here jumping for a little bit. Oh, Bahamut, thank you for the subscription. The Valkyries greatly appreciate it. So after this fight, we'll get the Dragoon Spear. Oh, I completely forgot to check the incentives for naming. I completely forgot to ask about that.
Oh, yeah, I can help with that.
That should have been in the beginning of the run. That was my bad.
Oh, yep. Okay.
I
I totally forgot about that as well.
Yeah, damn. I don't think there's a naming way in here. All right, so we died there because I didn't reheal. I don't think there's a naming way. Yeah, I can't exit the moon, Silver. I can't exit the subterrane. Yeah. Yeah, anyone who donated, I do apologize to anyone who donated. That was my fault for not remembering right as we started. Just name everyone naming way. I would if I could name somebody. More Ultros. I do apologize to those who donated. I completely take the blame for that one. I should have done that right when I entered Baron, when I had before I did the dupe. I got way too deep into explaining what was going on, and I just kind of forgot. All right, let's keep our health up this time. We did take a wipe. It's fine. Didn't lose too much. All right. Okay, so is for the Z fight is what's the split on that right now?
For the Zermus fight, we
Yeah.
have $5 for the Dragoon Spear, and nobody's donated anything toward Rune Axe yet. So right now, Dragoon Spear is in the lead.
Okay, cool. All right. We're getting some high rolls here, which is pretty good. Yeah, the big issue with this run is that some of the fights are kind of just slow because we don't have the damage to actually pump out and kill things pretty quick. No, you don't just get Cecil and Kane. This hack you can get everybody, and you can actually change people at the end. You can pick your party at the end. It's really unique and fun. This is just a broken way to get through the game. Alright. So, it shouldn't be too much longer in this fight. Maybe a couple more minutes. Damage, decently high. 600's pretty high for a normal jump. Usually it hangs around 300-400. But seeing the 600s is really good. Kind of like that, Baka. Yeah. Alright. Good old healing and jumping, the video game. This is probably the longest, most boring fight. It's not super interactive. Just down A and then up A. But once this fight's over, the run picks up. It gets starts to pick up quite fast, and then the Zeromus fight is probably one of the most technical fights that you can actually do. It's really tight in some areas. As long as you run buffer properly, you should have no issues with the Zeromus fight. Having the Dragoon Spear over the Rune Axe does make it quite a bit longer, but you need, which requires a lot more timing and everything. Yo, we got through. But the Rune Axe will be picking up anyways because it is guarded by 2 dragons, which we now have this awesome Dragon Spear, which allows us to do 4 times damage to dragons.
Yeah, we might as well pick it up anyways, because you never know, maybe someone will donate $10 and change their minds.
Absolutely. This is if anybody's interested in learning this run, it's super easy to learn. Just as long as you understand run buffering and timing for tricks, and it's super easy.
Indeed, and that is the thing that we are still accepting donations for as an incentive, is what are we going to kill Zeromus with? Is it going to be the Dragon Spear, which is currently in the lead with $5, or are we going to see the Rune Axe come through here?
Alright, so basically all I'm going to be looking for is D-Lunars or not D-Lunars, but Gold Dragons and Silver Dragons. So the Gold Ds and the Silver Ds are the most experience for the damage, or for the HP that they have. The Gold Ds are 30,000 and the 25,000 for the Silver D. We could bring Cecil back to do the life glitch, but I feel that it's a lot slower because we have to bring Cecil back and then kill him off before we even get to go on. So we take out the Blue Dragon first because it has the most easiest, he has the highest defense versus the Dragoon Spear, so we don't do max damage, we only do about 5-6k. So we take out the Blue D first, and then the the Red Dragon will go down without a problem.
Or can I go to the website to see where the actual amount, because Charter already came out. You just tell me.
Alright. You can't life glitch these ones, unfortunately, because they do have the boss flag. There's really not much you can do about it, so we just kind of kill them off. You didn't miss a lot at all, Scala. just about 30 minutes of dying. Crystal was an outline. Yeah, and I skipped it. That's why I'm on the moon looking for it. So we grab the rune axe. We run from the Fatal Eye because they're dangerous. So this room is probably the best because this room has the chance for 2 gold dragons. That's what we really want to find, but we didn't find any, so we're just gonna make our way back down to the area by the lunar dragons and grind on all the gold and silver dragons we can find. Blue Ds take too long to kill, don't have enough they don't have enough experience to warrant trying to kill them. I could kill the Warlocks with the Rune Axe, but they're kind of dangerous with their spells. So we're just going to make our way back here, and we're going to fight the Gold and Silver Dragons. We'll make our way over to this door. And we're gonna grind to level 49. 49 just happens to get us to that magic agility number where we're fast enough to solo Kane at the Stroma's fight. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna grind to 49 and then we're gonna make our way down. And there's actually a save point in the crystal area, like in the Japanese version, but there is they're pretty dangerous monsters along the way. I'm gonna run around and we're gonna grind. I think we're at like 41 or 42, so we shouldn't be too long. Go Rune Axe. Ooh, we have some Rune Axe people. All right, so we are currently at 43. So we're really close to 49. We should probably 5 or 6 more of these gold dragons, and we'll be ready to go fight Zeromus. These combo ones are even better. And another reason we go to 49 is because Kane gets another damage multiplier there. So the way this game does damage is you have the weapon damage, and then you have I don't know the actual formula for it, but you have your weapon damage, and then every time you gain a certain amount of strength, you get another multiplier to that base damage. So if you notice, you ever go on your status screen and you see like 98, and there's a ×3 in front of it. You'll get so the damage you'll do is 98 times 3. 8 strength or 16 agility. Thank you, Silver. So once you gain a certain amount of strength or agility, you get another multiplier added on, and the more multipliers you have, the more damage you're going to do. We used to go to level 54, but it was a little too much. It was a little unnecessary. We're going to wander around, keep wandering until we find all these beautiful, wonderful gold dragons. I think that puts us at 46. Yeah. All right, 3 more levels. Looking pretty good. Cool. Another level, so this will put us at 47. Getting really close. Running around, hoping we find gold dragons. There we go. This will probably put us at maybe 49. Depends on how close we are to 48. So the Zeromus fight takes about 10 minutes with the Dragoon Spear. So we're at 48, we're close to 49. 52k away, so that's either 2 gold dragons or a combo fight. So let's hope for a combo, so we only have 1 more to do. Wandering around in circles. Alright, so all we need is 22,000 more. I would fight the D-Fossils, but they have over 10,000 HP. Oh, I guess they have over 9,000 also. But and they don't give enough experience. Walking around in circles, yeah. I'd fight the D-Fossils, but they just don't give enough experience. We need either Gold Dragon or the combo. There we go. Alright, so after this fight, we'll make our way down to the subterrane, or further into the subterrane, and we'll hit up the save point right before the end. Then we'll go take on Zeromus, and then I'll need to know the what weapon I'm going to use probably after the save point.
All right, we do have some donations here. Things are very quickly changing. Oh boy!
All right.
So, whole bunch of donations here. I'm gonna run through them all real quick. $15 from the bottom tier, saying, "Dragoon Spear. I'm sorry, but the weapon we're looking for was a rune axe." Tifa's Revenge donated $13.37, donating another $13.37 during Couch's run of FF4 UC, because you guys are awesome for having him featured on RPGs We Love too. We're glad to have Couch here with us. Kill Zero with the rune axe incentive. So, you may think, okay, rune axe is in the lead, but wait, there's more.
Ooh.
$25 from Ground Flyer saying, "I'm on Team Axe," and another $10.50 from Leggy Starscream saying, "Okay, but Kane's too good with spears. Let's see him axe Zero Musk a few questions."
Ooh.
$5.50 to the rune axe and the rest to those bromides.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I think rune axe is pretty comfortably ahead right now. I actually have to do the math here real quick for that.
Alrighty, well, I am at the save point. So just whenever you get it, just as long as before I activate the cutscene.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rune axe. I'm just
Cool.
hammering out the final details here as far as numbers. Yeah, rune axe a lot.
All right, sounds good. Just type rune axe a lot. Absolutely. All right, so throwing the rune axe on. The rune axe is one-handed in this game actually, which makes it fantastic because we get the extra. I've suggested it, Silver. I have suggested it, and it was shot down. It was shot down hard. I suggested it like 7 or 8 months ago. But no, I'm good. So final descent to Zeromus. Little surprise here. You're gonna see somebody familiar coming up. It's our good friend. I hope you all are ready. This is an exciting fight. I won't be talking too much, just because there's a lot of tight timings in this fight. But yeah, this is ready. Get ready for the Zeromus fight. So this fight has a lot of tight timings. I need to run buffer a lot, and I will be jumping to dodge the big bangs. So we won't take. If I do everything right, we will not take one big bang damage at all. We'll take some nuke damage. We can't avoid, but big bang won't touch us. If I do everything right. Fingers crossed. All right. In case you didn't know, that paladin up there is Golbez. Since Cecil never became a paladin, Golbez did. So I'm gonna jump here and then I'm gonna change rows with Kane, or with Cecil. So Cecil's gonna take Big Bang to the face right here. I don't think he's gonna feel too good after this one, and we're just gonna continue to jump these Big Bangs. So we're gonna run buffer every single jump that I do. What is the sprite? I don't know, Datara. I've never seen it before. Shoutouts to the Free Enterprise crew. Y'all are fantastic. And shoutouts to the Valkyries as well. Thank you all so much for allowing me to play this game for y'all. Y'all are fantastic. I love you all so much. Never stop being awesome. Alright, so Zeromus' script has changed just a tiny bit in this. He uses Ice 3 instead of Virus. And he doesn't have a Meteo phase. So we're going to do 2 attacks and then a run buffer jump. I should do apple percent if there's time left.
So indeed, just a very quick thank you to everybody who donated for that incentive. We had a huge last minute rush, and we're next one with $58.87.
Oh wow!
Compared to $5 for the Dragoon Spear.
Thank you all so much. Valkyries are definitely great. Keep supporting them. They're fantastic people.
Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. And yeah, the stream is going to be going on through the 23rd for those of you who are hanging out here. So you still got, I think, 4 more days plus the rest of today where we're going to be doing RPG runs, and Lunar 2 coming up next as soon as we've got this all completed.
So we should be entering phase 2 here pretty soon. Sorry, you can go ahead. I just want to let them know we were going to phase 2 pretty soon.
Okay. I was also reminded, Set Zero must showed back up. I was supposed to remind you that the $5 for the spear was from Set Zero must.
Oh, cool.
Just as a, they asked me, hey, can you remind Couch that I donated for this? I'm like, sure.
Well, thank you, Setzer. So we just got a phase shift there because everything kind of paused for a second. You can kind of tell when he changes phases. So he did his health refill because it paused. So here we're going to run buffer, and then we're going to jump, and then we're going to continue. Except for this time, we're going to get 3 attacks in between when he does the black hole and the nukes. We're going to get 3 attacks instead of 2. So as long as we run buffer and jump, we'll never get hit by a big bang, because he'll shake and then Kane will jump and then we'll get the big bang. So his script now is big bang, black hole, nuke, nuke, or nuke, big bang, and then it repeats. So we're gonna have back-to-back big bangs here that I need to run buffer. And then I'm going to throw an elixir when he uses black hole, and then I'm going to fight twice after nuke to continue living. So we're going to get a black hole here. We're going to use an elixir. And then we're going to fight twice after when he does a nuke. So we'll get our turn, he'll do nuke, or flare, whatever you want to call it. Whatever the game calls it. And we'll do 2 attacks, and then we'll run buffer jump. It's not super tight timing on the run buffering, but it is kind of difficult to learn how his AI works. So he should be pretty close to dead. Probably will take another nuke, and then he'll probably be dead. Run buffering is actually pretty hard compassionate. It's not super easy. But once you get it down, it kind of becomes second nature. It is kind of difficult to get down. Rum buffering, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, FF4 really is a rhythm game. The mashing is all rhythmic. Mashing fast isn't actually really good. You need to mash in a rhythm. For text boxes, it's super interesting. It's fun to try and figure out all these little things that go on. It's not really extreme mode per se, but it is a little bit more difficult. It's a completely different story. If you want an extreme ROM hack, I recommend FF4 Ultima. FF4 Ultima is really hard. I'd say FF4 Ultima is more of the Gaiden style one. But we should be pretty close, maybe a jump or 2 more. This jump should do it, if not the next one. This is just making sure you find the right place to do things, and then it's a pretty easy fight once you know how everything works. Yeah, Bahamut Ultima is definitely a difficult ROM hack. Speedrun Darkness Within. I haven't played Darkness Within actually. That's one that I haven't played. Oh wow. Nobody. Yeah, Rivers. I agree with that one. So this isn't too bad of a time for dying once to the behemoth, and then I was way off on my calculations. This time's not too bad for dying to the behemoth a couple minutes and having to recover that D-Lunar fight. That D-Lunar fight, that went south fast. That's a really tough one in this run. That's probably one of the toughest ones to actually get down. There we go. Cool. All right. I do want to thank everyone so much. We're gonna let these, if it's cool with the Valks, if we can let the credits play for a little bit. The new credits are a little interesting. If it's cool with the Valks, if we can do that. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
And really, really huge shout out to the Valks. They as soon as they formed, I knew they were going to be huge. I knew they were going to be awesome. Just such a great crew here, and I'm very honored to be allowed to play games on their platform. All right. So I'm gonna mash through these text boxes, and we're gonna watch the end credits because there's actually different endings. Fun fact: this is like a really in-depth game. There's post-game content. There's post-ending content. There's different endings. It's a really good ROM hack, and I highly recommend it to anybody that likes FF4.
How many more rubbing alcohol do we?
Yeah, I don't know how. I think there's a certain amount of different ones, but there's this ending is pretty superb. I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. There is an amount, yes.
There's a number between 1 and infinity. We just need to find a number.
It might be Setzer. I can't reveal that to you. Way to spoil, there aren't 0 endings. There are -1 endings.
There are an imaginary number of endings.
Oh yeah. Yo, thank you for the GGs, everyone. It was a little bit sloppy run. I did die. I did have to get that recovery. It was definitely interesting. So you're gonna see some people that you've never seen before, like that dude. This is a really super unique ending. I'm just glad I skipped Antlion Cave and it paid off. For once in my life, it pays off. But yeah, no, this is a fantastic hack. Shout outs to Rivers for actually making the base route. Rivers is a fantastic speedrunner. One of the main minds behind Free Enterprise. Such a really cool dude. All right. I like that room is heart shaped. It's a very unique room. Anna's just everywhere. Not all Rachel. Exactly, not at all. Does rivers evolve into oceans? No, but he wears some awesome socks. Yang fighting summons, you know, fun stuff. To Pizza Bahamut? Yeah, pizza's pretty good. Rydia, the 5-year-old, teaching Yang how to fight. Diet Bahamut. That's great. Oh baby, 2 beds. That's the dream right there. Kane just jumps on Kane just jumps on Cecil for no reason, apparently. 2 beds for 3 people. Absolutely, Natara. Hey, look, the wall's not collapsed. No, this is a... It's a really good story, story-wise. It's completely unique. I don't want to spoil anything for people that want to play it, but there's a lot of stuff that has changed. The airship is just stuck in the air for some reason. Nobody's there. I don't know, HS. All right, tail end of the final end scene here. I don't want to spoil anything, Demerin. I can't say anything. Bigon's lonely. Yeah, he just needed a friend. That's why he wanted snake arms, because he could talk to his snake arms. We have a Dark Knight as a king. Cecil was the turkey all along. Feels duped, man. Snecks are good pals. I agree. Edward and Tella are friends. What a world. Tella is alive. He didn't die. At least in this run. Sid didn't blow himself up this time. Rosa is the true king. You know, this is true. Suddenly, the person arrives. Yo, RL, thank you so much for that subscription. The Valks greatly appreciate it. Oh, baby. Alright. Insta baby. Maybe HS. Rosa is like 18, I think. Yeah, let's go steal some things and put some things away. To be decided in an interlude, absolutely. Just shoves that dude out of the way. Golbez, what are you doing? It's canon. I'm all right. I don't know, Prof. I don't know, Prof. I don't know. Now with no Theodore. Yeah, Trollbez is just stealing all the crystals. They're just letting him. Like no big deal. They all saw the original game and think he's Cecil. He's in disguise. He did put one back, Rivers. That is very true. He did put one back. You're very correct on that one. He's like, here, have one. I'm gonna take all the rest. And BRB going to the moon. That's how the Mafia works. With the crystals restored, peace once more prevails. The message of the power of love echoes down through the generations. However, prophecies foretell a time when darkness will return. At that time, 4 warriors will arrive to restore the light. Shoutouts to Final Fantasy 1. Thank you so much, the Valkyries, for allowing me to do this. I love you all. You all are the best. Thank you so much. That's all I can say is thank you. Y'all are doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. I can't wait to see y'all get partnered. Love you all so much. Keep rocking it, and that's it from me.